Hello to the internet. Welcome to our stream. I sure hope you can both see and hear me. And the
That's
answer
what
to
we
that,
dream about. We really just hope that you can see and hear us. All the other senses, not a big deal. If you can't smell us, you can't taste us, you can't touch us, that's actually healthy boundaries for us.
that's actually what I want. Yeah, that's very
We're going
important to
for
me.
that. But all the other ones, yeah. Well, okay, here's the thing. No, first, we've got to do the intro. Folks, if you're joining us to watch the recorded video of this in the future, you don't have to listen to us yap. Scrub that time bar forward until you see three of us, and then maybe another 5 minutes more. And that's when we'll probably actually start playing the session today. You will see us and our co-host who has red hair and might be wearing fox ears today. Um, until then, Anthony and I will just chat casually. And you can be along for the ride or not, depending on if you want to. Wow.
True. Full freedom.
Full freedom.
So wait, so you think that you kind of want people to be able to either smell or taste or touch us?
No. However, I
Okay.
want to make a stipulation. Those aren't the only senses. Five senses, malarkey.
I see. Right.
That's a misunderstanding of
Proprioception.
sense. Proprioception. Yeah.
We
Yeah,
want
yeah,
them to be able
yeah.
to propriocept us.
In case you're wondering, folks, proprioception, if you're not familiar, is how you can tell like where your body parts are without like looking at them. I
Right. Which I guess
am
is
hearing my own voice from the other room.
It's quite loud. It's talking about proprioception.
oh.
I'm confused. So please hold while I mute.
I wonder. We had some fun audio issues earlier. I wonder if I'm still being beamed into Kurt's living room. We were playing a little trick on Kurt's partner by beaming my audio into the living room, but it looks like we maybe haven't stopped. I'm nervous about continuing to speak. Okay, he says I can. He says I can.
You speak all you want to. I'll solve a different conundrum. Please hold.
Kurt's poor partner forced to attend the stream. No choice but to be here. Welcome, everybody. Come on in. This is a very exciting episode. We are going to be, this is our last episode of City of Winter, probably ever. And I know that we have like a severe recency bias in this stream, such that any game that we've just played is our favorite game ever, but I really like this game. I've ended a lot of these sessions being like, oh, that was so fun. I'm in love with my character. So it is going to be a bit sad, perhaps, as we finish, just because we can't keep playing anymore. But there will be other good games, and we'll tell other great stories. And I'll remember that soon enough. Oh, you're still muted.
Okay, I did fix it for the record. The mute, incidental. The mute was a provisional measure so that my partner didn't have to listen to me talking about proprioception. What had happened was I happened to have the stream open. So it was just the actual stream that was going through our home audio.
Right. Okay, I see.
And it turns out that's just something that can happen. Very cool.
I love the sentence. It's quite loud. It's talking about proprioception. A shocking thing to occur. uh, are there other senses, Kurt?
Yeah. Okay. So
What are
some
the
of them we
ones?
lump together. We assume that like temperature is related to touch. It's
Touch.
not. And you know this because you don't have to be touching something to know what temperature it is, like in the way that we consider touch. Because what is touch? Touch is actually a pressure-based sensitivity.
Sure.
You can tell how much pressure is being applied to something.
Does that make pain like a separate sense?
Also, yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's people who can feel pressure and not pain.
And I
Yeah.
guess vice versa. I don't know.
That would suck.
Yeah,
But presumably,
that sounds terrible.
yes, right?
Oh my gosh. A life where your only sense is pain.
Yeah, it's rough. You hate to hear it. You hate to think about it, really, even. But yeah, we've got everything from like spatial orientation, which is like related to, but not proprioception. Spatial orientation is kind of like what way you're facing.
Okay.
And then even stuff like hunger, or like breathing. You know if you're breathing or not. You know, like you know if you're not getting enough air. Like,
Right. So that is a separate sense.
yeah, it's just all signals and your body interpreting them. So kind of confusing. It's just that we happen to have five sensory organs that we like think about that way.
Right.
Um,
Now, how
but
do you even draw lines between senses? Like now that we've opened up this box, feels like are these like distinct different like neurons? Do we know? Is that a good way of thinking about the differences of senses?
Not sure. I'm not 100% sure how that works. I can tell you that there's certainly senses that we don't have that I would count if I had them. Like if you could sense electrical fields,
Ooh,
sick.
yeah.
Some animals can do that. Like magnetic fields as well, which is, I
True.
think, an entirely separate thing. Yeah, I don't know. Neat.
Very cool. Have you ever wanted to be one of those
Next
guys?
campaign, we're going to be all creatures who can sense magnetic fields.
And only magnetic fields.
Yeah, that'll be our main thing and only thing.
And we will have no video or audio, but just like kind of a visualization of magnetic fields on the screen.
Yeah, this
So
will
you
be
can
a
experience it too.
broadcast. Yes. We won't be able to experience it because we can't do that as humans. But if any of you watching out there are non-humans and you want to get like a real sense for it, oh, sense. Yeah.
Sense.
Sense.
Did you ever want to be one of those guys who got like magnets implanted under their skin so that they could sense magnetic fields? Or also like yeah, that there was a
That's wild.
time in my adolescence where I thought that was the coolest shit ever and was seriously considering it. Um, I imagine it sucks for many important reasons.
There's definitely things that I've imagined that I've fantasized about that are deeply impractical
Mhm.
and would not be helpful or good. But I don't think that one has ever crossed my mind. Sometimes I imagine having elf ears,
Oh,
even if it required like a kind of surgical process. But the problem is that you can't really elf ears. They can make you have the point, but they can't make the ear bigger.
oh,
At
so
least
you'll
they
get
haven't.
smaller elf ears.
Right. And that's just like, oh, did your ear get pinched on the way out of the birth canal? Like you've just been rocking this your whole
Huh.
life. It's a shame.
There's no place where we can get like donor cartilage and
I kind
skin
of just
from.
assumed it would be possible by now, but as far as
Yeah.
I can tell, nobody would be doing it.
Huh, interesting.
Um,
I want them to take some cartilage out of my knee and shove it in my ear.
right. Like think about how many plastic surgeons are doing things that are
Incredible.
incredible
Yeah,
and also kind of occasionally wild and maybe even ill-advised. Surely there has to be somebody doing ill-advised fantasy flavored
true.
surgery.
And honestly, like elf ears has got to be a kind of up near the top of the list of sorts of things that people have a strong desire for. So
You think, right?
it's got to be coming if it hasn't already arrived, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the dream. I wanted to be blue for a while, but it turns out the only way you can do that is by having a lot of silver and you turn mostly purple.
By eating a lot of silver or by having it like tattooed into
Yeah,
your
like
skin?
yeah, like eating. It's some kind of silver compound. I think it's a liquid.
Huh. It feels
Um,
like that's probably bad for you.
yeah, it's not good. It's a bad scene. Sometimes it happens to people accidentally because they think it's like a good alternative health idea. I think it's called colloidal silver. Not good.
Colloidal.
Don't
So we're saying
don't
don't do
do it.
that?
No, don't do that. Wouldn't recommend it.
Okay.
Um,
This
it's
is
like
good.
there's like serious safety problems. In fact, I'm looking it up now and I've found a blue man. He's the bluest I've ever seen, to be honest. I think most people just get purple.
But he's
He's
actually
like,
blue?
yeah, he looking full blue.
Huh. What do I search to find blue man?
Probably just colloidal silver will do
Okay.
it. C O
Colloidal
L L
silver.
O I D A L. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Colloidal silver for dogs. Why is that the first thing that comes up on Google?
What a
People
great
putting their
question.
dogs blue?
Let's hope not.
Wait, it's only coming up with. Oh, this man is blue. Papa Smurf?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Paul Carson, I believe.
Okay, guys.
He didn't live like an incredibly long time. He was like 62, I feel like, when I assumed that he died from silver-related problems.
I tried to show you Papa Smurf, but my setup is really terrible, so you only saw the bottom of his face, and then the top of his face was covered with Kurt, so...
It's a shame. You know what? I've learned that he was also a heavy smoker, and maybe that contributed to things.
Well, this is great to know. Now you don't have to take all the colloidal silver. You can just start smoking a lot.
Yeah. No, that makes perfect sense. Huh. Now I'm just going down a blue rabbit hole. This Kentucky family that had some gene mutation and turned out blue.
Wait, yeah, no, I've seen that.
Fascinating.
Well, wait, what do they call it again?
Blue fugates or fugates. I mean, they're in Kentucky, so it's probably like fugates. I don't know exactly how Kentucky sounds, but I kind of assume it's fugates.
How weird.
I like that one of the passages on the Wikipedia article is the bluest of the blue fugates. Luna Stacy had 13 children and lived to age 77.
Wow.
Bluest.
The bluest
like it's kind of skeptical that you can just say blue like that. Fascinating. Well, now we've all learned things.
Sure have.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. My overlay is all messed up. What's going on?
Rapala has peeked a nose in and said, I heard a rumor this is where maple syrup talk happens. And that's true, Rapala, but maple syrup season, I got to tell you, ended a while ago. You know, they're not getting syrup out of those trees anymore, as far as I'm aware. It's a springtime only thing.
True.
However, for good old time's sake, yeah, just on, I want to say Saturday night, my partner was like, pancakes for dinner.
Oh, shit.
Pancakes for dinner. And I was like, yeah, I can make pancakes for dinner. So I had later in the day maple syrup. Isn't that a special thing?
That's a good time. Is pancakes for dinner like a regular-ish thing at your household?
Not like, super common.
More than once a year?
I would say it's much more common to have like the other. I'm feeling a little bit generous with my morning time and want to do something nice for my partner breakfast meal, which is potatoes and like a scrambled tofu.
Yeah.
Which is nice, but also feels like more of a complete meal than being like, have some dough. This is dinner.
Pure sugar.
Yes. Although I'm maybe kind of fake Canadian over here because I get a little tiny dipping dish. I don't just go like blah with maple syrup. I kind of like tip, tip, tip.
A Canadian over 30, I hear.
That's what they call them. And by M, I mean me. The M is short for me.
It's backwards. You just spelled it backwards.
Yeah, that's true. I suppose I did.
I think this is probably pretty normal, but you know, on Mardi Gras, Fat Tuesday, my family would always have pancakes for dinner, and it was the best. I greatly looked forward to every year, and then you'd go to church and put ashes on your head. It's a weird week when you're a child.
Step 1, pancakes for dinner. Step 2, ashes on the head. Is there also like a palm leaf type thing? I don't know how Catholicism does Easter. They've got like a whole situation.
Yeah, did you say palm leaves?
Yeah.
That's the Sunday before, I guess.
Oh.
Yeah, is that right? I think so. Yeah. That's great too. It's actually a lot of fun because you get to like weave the palms into shapes, mostly crosses, boring. And then
I've seen it.
And then pancakes 2 days later, amazing. Then weird day where you get ashes on your head and it doesn't make a lot of sense. And then you have to give something up for 40 days or whatever.
It's a long time.
It's a long time.
It's relentless.
Hey! Do those have the same root word, do you think?
I was just wondering that because to relent would be to like ease up. So maybe.
It kind of makes sense. It's like the same as the French word lent, right? Slow.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That makes sense. And now that I'm thinking about it, I'll say I was just thinking about palm leaves on Sunday, but not for religious reasons. Spoilers for anybody who does the New York Times crossword and is like 2 days late. But the theme is great, may I say. The theme was great for Sunday. It was like, it was a bunch of expressions, and they would be clued with some weirdly specific activity and end in Valley Girl style. So one was like fan Egyptian royalty, Valley style. And the answer was shook like a leaf. Or perhaps if I switch around my emphasis, shook like a leaf, which is literally an expression, shook like a leaf, but it's also you shook a leaf at them.
Oh.
So all of them.
Oh, I see. Okay.
One was like hitchhike while your digits are injured. And it was stick out like a sore thumb, which I thought was really good as well. It was just funny, you know. Sometimes they make me laugh.
That's really good. That's really good. When you said that you were like thinking about poems this Sunday, I was like, is Kurt going to like a variant of the Catholic Church, which is just like 3 months delayed? And then I was like, whoa. That's a good introduction to our rating members. Welcome in.
Hello, everyone.
Raiders coming over from VampX13's stream, our sister stream. Really the same stream, but we made them on 2 different channels to annoy you in particular.
Once upon a time, we were on that stream and it was confusing for everyone. So now we just say hello to everyone who comes in. Hi, Kate. Hi, Rob. Hi, Otto. Hi, Critter Nation 3000. I've never said your full name before. Are you in trouble? You might be.
Might be.
And
Kid Spider.
It's not Kid Spider 2943. You can't just be Kid Spider. There's a
so
lot
many
of
Kid Spiders out there.
When a spider has a kid, a spider has a lot of kids. So you really got to give yourself a number with that one right there.
Thanks Amanda for putting in your own raid message to our stream. I appreciate that. Otto, you're a trendsetter. Other people are starting to do the low effort raid message. Just Rob has even gone
Evil
meta.
Webline. Been a minute. Been a minute.
It's been a bit of time. Feels like from a different era. Welcome in.
Here you are, evil, and on the web line.
Here we are, ringing you up on the web line.
Bring, bring. Just Rob says, I'm on my phone, which fair enough.
So this is completely practical for you, Just Rob. You were like, shit, I guess gotta write raid message. I've got no other options here. But Kid Spider, welcome to the low effort raid crew. Raid. Hello, wow. Marvel Man. Welcome.
So many familiar, friendly faces here today on this final day of the story that we'll be telling, but I can't be telling it now. Ooh. Sorry, it's Critter Nation. What does that mean?
What does this mean?
But Kurt, Opal is your daughter.
Kurt, Opal is your daughter. Sister stream, but Kurt, Opal is your daughter. Do you mean Onyx?
Oh, Onyx. And Apricot, arguably. Those are 2 characters who are in our little fictional story here, folks. Opal's close, right?
Yeah, pretty close.
Opal, Onyx, 4-letter gem.
Maybe this is a spoiler for tonight.
Wow.
Onyx is going to change their name.
Might do.
May happen.
Might do.
How are we doing? We're doing great, Marvel. Thanks for asking. How's everybody else doing out there? I went to go see one of my favorite bands yesterday.
Tell me about it.
This is the shirt from the show. It's Noah Khan. It was great. Toronto opened up the most wild concert venue in the world. It is like a 50,000 capacity stadium. It's like absolutely massive. The biggest concert venue we have. But they opened it up on like an abandoned airbase in North York. It's just like an open space with like a runway going through a field, and they just put a stadium on top of the runway, all like temporary buildings. It's been up for 2 years, but it's all like stuff that clearly like is not staying in place. And they just like erected this just like monument to music. You can fit 50,000 people in the middle of nowhere. It's just about as bad to get to and get back from as you might expect when you put a 50,000 person concert venue on an abandoned airfield. But yeah, I mean, kind of great because it's got kind of like a stark, weird, romantic feeling to just be like out in the middle of nowhere. with 50,000 people listening to a great show. It was really fun.
Cool. I see that he's part of the illustrious tradition of being a successful musician born into tree farm owning parents.
Classic. It's just the trees, they create inspiration. So it's like it's the pipeline if you want to have creative children. You need lots of
That
trees
makes
to
sense.
sit under and write songs.
And they grow.
So Noah Khan is like, like his music's very like sad, very introspective. And he's kind of always sort of like tells the story of like, I've been writing music my whole life, and like I never imagined that this would happen. There'd be all these people listening to it, and like, I've really struggled. But I found out today or yesterday that he's like 29, and I'm 33, so this man is younger than me. And then I did the math backwards to try to figure out like, oh, so like, wait, when did he get big? Because he's been big for a little while. And like, he got big at like 24. And I'm like, wait, just a minute. You struggled your whole life until you were 24, receiving no recognition. And only then did you start playing to crowds of thousands of people? I don't think that's a struggle story, personally.
Well, who am I to say what a struggle story is? I haven't experienced the hard times and challenges of being born on a tree farm.
Good point. Good point.
I did just say that as form. So
Form.
now you know that I really wasn't born there, because I think if you grow up on a farm, you don't say form. Although I did recently learn something interesting, which was that apparently there's like this linguistic association that used to exist and doesn't exist anymore, involving a liaison between like the L and the sound, like yuck. I can't do it. Oh no, I can't do it. I'm not ready to do it.
Open your eyes.
Oh, wow. We've got our third.
Hi, Amanda.
Hi, Amanda.
Hello.
I do need to know. So every week, folks, I make a thumbnail with the three of us on it in the hopes that someone like Mikey, hi, Mikey, clicks on it and sees it on the YouTube channel. And today I was cutting out Amanda from Amanda's background and ears. Who are you, Amanda?
Squirrel girl.
I'm Squirrel Girl. Yeah.
Oh, now I know.
I don't have my tail.
I mean,
It's
we
right
wouldn't
over
see
here,
it,
but I
would
don't
we?
know. I have to inflate it. Well, I was like, I don't think I can really sit in this chair with a tail, to be honest, because it's
No,
like
it
a
seems
big
hard.
tail that Squirrel Girl has.
Oh, it is huge.
Amanda, did you do something
Like,
magical to your
yeah.
hair to make it the right length? Or did you
I
cut it?
pinned it.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
I
yeah.
pinned it. Yeah, everyone today has been asking. Also, hello, everyone that is rated in with us. I hope you guys are good. Oh my gosh, my ears are in the thumb. That's perfect.
Critter
I
says
don't know whether you're
Love
going to
it.
cut them out.
It's
That's what you're
like,
wearing.
it's like, what is this third person doing? She's in a Squirrel Girl cosplay.
I love the chaos
But yeah,
yards of thumbnails.
this cosplay was gifted to me through my throne. So people helped me raise funds for it. And I love Squirrel Girl. But yeah, everyone today was like, "Did you cut your hair?" I'm like, "No, it's just pinned."
Would love if
Like,
that
how
was
did you do it?
literal. The costume was gifted to me through my throne. You're just sitting there. It rises from the fabric of your very chair.
Yeah, it would be cool if I had an actual throne. That would be pretty cool.
I mean,
Alas,
what is an
no.
office chair if not a throne? It's got a big whole grand
Of
presence and
sort,
stuff.
it does. It does. And it's like, it's large, you're like sitting in it.
Yeah, if you look at early like office chair adjacent stuff, they looked much more throne-like. The only reason that office chairs don't look throne-like is because they have wheels and like a very specific number of wheels, right? Office chairs have 5 wheels, which probably you never think about, but they all do.
Weird. There's not many things with 5 wheels.
Exactly.
No, there's not. That is a weird number of wheels. I never thought about that, so you bring it up. Now I'm never gonna be able to stop.
How many
thinking
wheels your
about
chair
that.
got there, Amanda?
5. Her
5.
chair has 5.
Yeah,
Yeah, I just wanted to check.
definitely.
Try to find an office chair with less than 5 wheels. I dare you.
Really? I feel like the cheap ones have 4.
You're probably wrong. Crazily. It's
Okay.
wild.
Okay, interesting. 5
5
is
is
the ideal
it.
number.
5
guess
is
you
it,
tip
and that's
if you have
it.
fewer.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
or like the likelihood of it happening is just like more enough, and the cost of materials is small enough, and the chance of like liability and conforming to like stability standards that were imposed in the 1970s are like everything lines up that it's just like, all right, it's 5. Nobody's bothering to do 6 because it doesn't matter.
Sorry, we got to do 5. It
We
is
got
what
to
it
do
is.
5.
It's science. It's math.
But I see that
Probably
Locke
is
is
math.
saying I have one with 3. So more fool me. That's the smallest
Whoa.
number of legs you can have and have
Wow.
a stable chair.
That's true. How stable is your chair, Locke? Is it like, do you
Locke
feel
falls over.
safe in it?
Locke doesn't respond
Do you
for
feel
20 minutes as
secure?
they climb back up to their desk.
Yeah.
And with that note aside, hi, folks. Welcome to another episode of Lies You'll Enjoy, and specifically the last episode of our City of Winter campaign. If you're joining us for the first time live, don't worry. There'll be story. You'll see things. We'll pretend to be things. It'll be all Gucci.
I think it'll be a good episode to join for the first time, actually. I think it'll be like
not
sufficiently
very
dramatic.
Yeah.
You don't need to know what happened.
I think it'll be neat.
Yeah.
Locke, we need to help get a new chair for you. You don't feel very stable.
Oh,
Is it because of the chair, or do you just mean like in your life, like physically stable in the chair, or like any other kind of stability? Because I was also thinking, I asked that question, and now I'm thinking, you know, if someone asked me how stable I feel right now, even with 5 wheels, I would probably say not very stable.
Why are you doing a monologue about stability right now?
Because
Lies You'll
I'm just
Enjoy is a
responding to Locke.
weekly.
Kurt's in the middle of
Lies
the
You'll
intro.
Enjoy.
Sorry,
is
we
a-
don't really respond to the chat. Yes. Sorry, lies
We
you'll
do
enjoy.
all the time. But
not during this part.
of the intro.
But not during this part of the stream. We don't really do that.
That's right. You're remembering how it works.
Ooh, in your lazy boy. Ooh, that sounds nice. Okay, anyways. Sorry. I'll stay focused.
Lies You'll Enjoy is a show where every week we come on here, we play indie tabletop role-playing games. We tell all manners of lies and sometimes interrupt each other by talking to the chat, and we hope that you enjoy it. We have been playing City of Winter for the last 11 episodes of this stream, which is a pretty long time when you play sort of irregularly, not quite every week. So I think we've been playing this since like the 2nd week of January or something like that, which means that we've been playing for about half the year. Wild. And this is going to be our last episode. Very exciting, very sad. I was saying before, I love this game so much, so it's a bit sad to imagine that we're not going to be playing it any longer after today. Oh, we should say who we are. We didn't do that part. I'm Anthony. I am a writer and a longtime lover of board games. Oh, that's true, but that's not relevant. Longtime lover of role-playing games also. And I play them every-ish week with these guys. Kurt, who are you?
My name's Kurt. I also play these games every week. I'm a role-playing game designer. Some would say award-winning role-playing game designer. And I just love to come here and play games with my friends. And it has been a very easy few months as I have not been selecting games to play. I have instead just been showing up since the 2nd of February.
Okay.
Playing games and one specific game. But I am not the last third. There's one more to introduce themselves.
Hello. My name is Amanda. You might know me as Vamp. I am a variety streamer. I'm a YouTuber. I'm a cosplayer, clearly. I'm an actor. And I also dropped my lip gloss on the floor, but I didn't want to pick it up because I didn't want to be rude. So I was trying really hard to not be distracted. Now I'm trying to pick it up with my feet, but that's not working great because I'm wearing
Amanda,
socks. Oh, I think I
that's
got
premium content.
I got it.
Wow.
Thank you.
Everybody round of
So we still got it.
applause.
Thank you. I also love playing RPG games, and I love that we get to play fun little weird guys here. But this one has actually been a long weird guy, so that's really fun. No feet for
Can we
free.
change
Not for free.
our channel description to we play a fun little weird guys here, and sometimes a long fun weird guy.
I think that accurately describes what we do. I don't know what's everybody else grabbing with their feet right now. But yeah, that's me, and I enjoy playing these games every week. And yeah, it will be sad. We're gonna have to like learn new games.
That's
And
the worst
by
part.
we, I mean usually Kurt will learn the new games, and then he has to teach them to us.
And we only
Anthony.
have to half learn them because we don't really pay attention.
Then we get into the game and we're like, how do I do anything? And then Kurt goes, remember the things I explained to you? We go,
Interesting.
What
I
page is that
almost
on?
do.
Oh,
And I'll say it's on the one page.
it's on the
This
one
is
page.
a one-page
yeah.
RPG.
So it's not too bad.
I'm not gonna read one page. I'm on the internet.
Who's got time for that?
Yeah.
Speaking of being on the internet, today we are going to finish off our campaign. So I will ask both of my dear friends to pull up their play areas. We are playing on a lovely little online tool developed by the studio that made this game called ScreenTop. It has treated us pretty well so far. I am logged on. Anthony is logged on. Amanda will be someday soon. I know it in my heart. Now, often we start off this game with a kind of summary of what's gone so far.
Yeah.
We have a lot of things that have happened so far. So I'll just be so brief, give you a little tiny snapshot.
Great.
I am playing a woman named Apricot who traveled to the city of Winter and had a child. And that child grew up here in the city of Winter. That child is played by Anthony, but there is a second child who is a foundling, an adoptee, a kind of wild child about the city who ended up becoming part of our found family, and that is Amanda's character, Onyx. So we have Apricot, we have Acorn, which is Anthony, and we have Onyx, which is Amanda. None of us are children anymore, and in fact, neither of these two have realized this yet.
What?
Well, you see, when your character is an elder and has at least one X, you must begin the session by rolling to see if they die.
Wait, even if we didn't get older?
We did get older. We just didn't
We
relocate.
just didn't relocate. I forgot about this.
But I can't die, can I?
No, but I can.
I'm just a small
Amanda,
baby.
it's not just about you.
Well, I know, but,
But
I'm just,
I can't.
I just
die.
wanted to say I'm safe.
Me
Every
reading the
time-
news
Guys
about
then,
something terrible that happened, but not me, right?
Anytime Amanda hears
Look,
about death,
I just
but not me,
died
right?
last time, so I get
Yeah.
a break.
Oh shit. So
That's what I know.
Apricot has two.
Oh dang.
Oh wait, what is 1x? Is that true?
Just one.
Does that
Just
make sense?
one.
Yeah. Okay.
Just
which
one.
I gotcha.
Yeah, so the only person that can die is you.
So
Kurt?
we don't care, Kurt.
Well, I mean, we care if your character dies, but
Yeah, we care if your
I
character
just-
dies.
I thought I could die for it. I was like, what? How is this possible?
No. I just didn't know if you'd be emotionally ready for my character to die.
Well, I
Uh,
wasn't, but I guess we'll see
I am not.
if we need to be.
So we
I
will
forgot
begin.
that could happen.
Yeah, I know you would. That's why I did the gag. But then we all had to make sure it wasn't us who could die.
Not
And
me.
anyway, now I'm going to
are you gonna do it
roll
now?
a die. I'm
Okay.
going to do it now. 3, 2, 1, pushing the button. If I roll a 1, I die. Oh, no fucking way.
No.
No, did you roll a 1?
No.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. That's not
You're
possible.
fucking
We can't have
with
2
us.
characters that die on the first X. That's insane.
That's
Kurt,
wild.
what did you roll? Kurt,
You know what I rolled, Amanda?
you rolled a 1?
That's- I rolled a 1.
Damn.
Holy.
Well,
I actually didn't think it was going to happen.
that's sufficiently dramatic for our finale.
I
Oh
didn't
my
think that was gonna happen
God.
Either. What?
No, but you never made it to the moon. Let's quit now. I'm done. Stop recording. Stop stream.
So wait a second. We have to do this last. We have to do this last. Wait a minute.
I have thoughts.
We have to do the last chapter of this game about Apricot's character dying before we got to the place. Apricot went through all of that in her life.
So,
Dude, what?
Okay.
I thought this was going to be a nice, full circle, light session. This is not what I thought we were going to be doing. Oh my God.
now, outside of the enormous wrench that I unfairly just threw at us, by no fault of my own, to be fair.
Wow. Through life. It's not your fault. Yeah.
Fuck you,
I'm-
Kurt.
Boom. I'm
Bring
thinking
the body to the moon, says Gilgamesh. The writers are not holding back. And by the writers, we mean these gosh damn dice that we're rolling.
we don't know that I never went to the moon
Sure.
because we aged up. I didn't consider the moon my home,
Yeah.
but there's nothing to stop us from having scenes there. So before we continue any farther, I'll just say, I was thinking if we want, we can also have little interstitial moments where if you want, you could have a scene between two people who have maybe never had a scene before,
Mhm.
characters from way back at any time in the past, little glimpses of things that we wouldn't have necessarily ever seen. I thought that might be a fun thing to throw in there.
That's
I
cute.
wasn't
Shall
Well-
we have the option between turns to have a ad break of a
Yes, it's
past
not.
thing?
Yeah, sure. That's what pieces of story that are called. Yeah.
But do put product placement in those past scenes somewhere.
Drink sweetgrass tea.
Okay. Do we want any other special mechanics for this game? Because we've talked about at least one rule bend that we would be delighted to see. Just in terms of like locations that we haven't been to yet that we wanted to go to. Do we do it explicitly, or do we just if we really need to go somewhere, we can decide?
I think
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. All right.
But technically, it's not in the rules for anyone that's watching and is using our actual play to play the game.
We'll tell you about
as
the time we
guidance.
cheat. Don't worry about it.
We'll let you know when we're breaking rules.
Yeah.
So that you
We'll let you know.
yeah. Although
Mm.
I feel like a beautiful part of RPGs is that, you're making the story with your friends, you're telling the story. So rules are there, I always say, as like guidelines in RPGs, very much.
Yeah, fair enough. That's a great thing to say when you haven't really learned the rules of the game and you kind of just want to do your own thing. You're like, it's probably guidelines, right? Anyways, I killed a bugbear.
Anyways.
Kurt, what do we do when a character dies?
When a character dies, that character's normal scenes are instead memory scenes in which the player portraying that character takes somebody along for a memory of something that happened during their lives, a glimpse of something that we didn't see between them, an appearance perhaps of that character in a dream or something that remains of them. We get to see something, and the player who's playing the deceased character passes along a card representing a tradition. And so to start us off, Anthony, could I get your character, Sweet Acorn, to join me for a scene called Funeral?
Ah,
We will be having this scene at When We See the River.
mm.
Apricot, Apricot is not well and hasn't been for some time. Whatever the Umbra did those many years ago was staunched so cleverly, but not permanently. And some things can happen inside over time that you can't see and you can't feel until you know it's not going well. And so she began to make preparations. And one of the things she really wanted to do was go to the river. We see them sitting on the shore. We see them sitting on the shore of the riverbank, and Apricot is turning to Acorn. And what they would do is just swath with a cloth wrapped around, and they would drift down the river. And when I see it, I think about how peaceful it was. But of course, you know that. I've told you that many times before.
The physicians in High Lake, they say they can help.
I know, and I think that they have helped. I'm more comfortable. Acorn, you need to understand that we're all part of a story, right?
Yeah.
I've lived and you've lived, and before us, more people lived, going back far, far, far before. And I'm still here.
Yeah.
Now, I wanted to sit here with you at the river and see if it felt the same. And I gotta tell you, it does.
When I was young, at Blues, Reds, you remember? They used to have the funeral there. They'd launch the person out past the drift, past everything, out into the inky blackness.
It's
When you
another
go,
kind of river.
where do you think the river takes you? And Acorn looks off to the horizon as the river winding across the plains in the shadow of the mountain.
Your eyes are drifting towards this place, and I don't think you realize that it's been a minute since we've spoken until you feel a little kiss on your head. And Apricot says, you can't know where you end up. That's the whole part of it. That's why everyone does it that way. Different ways, but you never know. Now, put your fish back in the water. Take that line, just like I showed you. Good.
Like that?
Good. Like that.
I think there's something biting.
Then reel it in. I want to see.
Oh, it's pulling. It's pulling. And with a great effort, Acorn reaches in and grabs a fish no bigger than her hand, just whipping itself back and forth, flapping in her hands as she tries to hold it. Oh my god! I caught a fish, like in the books, like in your stories.
Look
Oh
at
my
how
god.
the scales shimmer.
It's beautiful, but it's dying.
Those can both be true. And I think that's the scene.
Thank you, Kurt. I will take the funeral card
Oh,
in my hand.
we're too young for this.
Oh, I know. It's tough.
How do I rotate an item in the game?
Okay.
How old was Apricot when I guess Apricot was like still an adult, pretty
When Stone
settled.
passed, is that the question? Oh, when we settled.
Well, yeah, when Stone passed, you were already kind of like fully, I guess, a young adult though still. Apricot was also too young, I think.
Yeah. Well, so it
Dude.
goes. Anthony, you can't rotate that specific card.
Okay.
For the record, anybody playing this from now on can, but we can't because of when we started it.
Right.
Ooh.
Okay. Digital clockwise makes it my turn.
Yeah.
Also, Time Roller, welcome in. What's up?
Whoops.
Um,
Me rolling the die, am I right?
It is not long after the scene that we've just seen take place. And I am going to move my token to the climbing on Wintermount, the climbing prompt. I would like someone to help me witness the tradition here in Wintermount.
Okay.
Specifically, Amanda, would you take one of the Ox cards?
Sure.
Oh, I get two. I guess is how this works.
2 ox cards.
Wait.
Oops.
How do rules work?
You may pull any one diamond and any one circle. You get to choose what deck, but you look at both and you decide which one is relevant.
Okay, then you can take a Moonbee and an Ox card.
Moonbee. Okay, and then I decide.
And you can decide which one of those you want to share. Yeah.
Okay, don't look at me.
Kurt, if you feel inspired to play the universe, you may. Acorn.
Oh, these are both good. Do I decide in the moment or do I have to decide before we begin the scene?
You can decide at any point. So if you want to wait to
At any
see what
point.
fits,
Okay.
that's good.
I'm gonna wait to see then, but
Okay.
these are both good cards. So
Okay. So I'm not bringing anybody with me for this scene. Acorn.
going solo.
Yeah, Acorn's left
Solo climb.
Apricot at a cottage with a friendly family down at the base of the mountain, and she wants to explore this place, get a sense of it, and so she is climbing the mountainside, just trying to get up as high as she can and get a sense of it. There's a lot of feelings rolling in the back of her head as she climbs. I think there are some folks who live on the side of the mountain who've made the place home. They're mostly herds people, some of them holy people devoting their life to contemplation and to the beyond. And Acorn steers away from some of the temples that she sees. Their buttressed roofs remind her of the Floating Monastery, the place where she was raised. Her feet crunch through the drying grass on the side of the mountain, and she reaches an outcropping and stares out over the landscape. I think the foliage here on Wintermount is different from back on the surface. Here the leaves take on a purplish, deep, dark hue, capturing more of the unfiltered sunlight that comes through the moon's atmosphere. So she stares out over the plains. There's just a deep purple forest, a carpet, and cutting through it here and there are the slices, the scars of the riverbanks, the rivers cutting through. It's alien to be in a place with so much space. And for a moment, she just sits on the edge of the outcropping and takes it all in. I've given you a very hard job, Amanda, by giving you absolutely zero content to the scene. Would you like me to introduce some people?
no,
Okay.
I'm good. I think there's a little bit of a clamoring above you as
She starts and stares back.
you can see as you look, there is like you're on an outcropping, so I'm imagining it's like a ledge,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can like just get a view. So from above you, there comes this like sort of ka-tinking sound.
Hmm.
It's like ka-tink, tink, tink, tink. Kind of sounds like something like rolling down the mountain, but it's almost a little bit melodic. And when you look up, you see the shape of a person, but they are far enough in the distance that if you called out to them, they might hear you, but they might not be, you might not be able to make out what each other is saying. But you can hear this little ka-tinking.
Like something's
And
falling down
you,
the mountainside.
yeah, like something's falling down.
I look up at the figure uneasily, and then I root around in the grass to find whatever it is they've dropped.
It hits you on the head
Oh.
as you begin to look around. Just on the back of the head. It's a little metal canister.
I turn it over in my hands. I'm trying to hold it up. Is this yours?
When you hold it up, it starts to make a buzzing sound. Almost like a little hum, like an electric hum.
I
Once you
drop
bring it back down to this height, it stops.
Uh-huh.
So you hold it up, it hums. You bring it down here, you drop it, it stops.
Pick it
The
up
person
again.
says something back to you.
Mm-hmm.
You
What?
can see them waving their arm out.
Do you want it back? Okay. A little fearful that there's another holy person who will try to express their little view of the world. She grabs the object and starts to hike up the brushy mountainside here.
You're going up towards them?
Yeah. I'll bring it to you. She's like whacking through the foliage and the underbrush, clamoring for her way up. What? Do you not want it? You don't want it? She keeps going, unclear.
Okay.
And she gets close. Hello! I brought it to you. Did you drop this?
Why? Why would you do that? You see a little woman clinging to the rock. She has very big glasses and she has an insane, like her legs, she's like super jacked in her legs. She's so strong, but she is otherwise a very small, slender sort of shape to her, other than her legs being like just deezed. She got these big glasses on and she has very short blue hair. And she says to you, "Were you not listening to me?
The wind, I couldn't hear you.
Hello? You couldn't hear me. I was trying to tell you. I was trying to tell you to wait. It's not safe for you to come up here." And as she says that, one of her ropes cuts. And for a second, she loses her place on the wall and then she grabs it again. Tugs onto another rope. That's secure. Checks herself. That's good. And she starts to connect some other ropes back up to that one. It's really not safe. What are you doing climbing so far up here?
I just wanted to see the view. I got carried away. I just thought I wanted to see the summit, maybe. Is it not
The
safe?
summit. I mean, have you been climbing up here before? I'm sorry, I haven't seen you. My name's Annie. It's nice to meet you.
Acorn. I'm not from here. I'm new.
Yeah. Yeah, I could tell. Well, thank you for holding this for me.
What is
She
it?
does take it back from you. It's supposed to help me track the paths, climbing up and climbing down. It's a great device. I would highly recommend it. A moon climber, we call it.
Interesting. Do you need it to climb up here?
Well, it helps me figure out which path is the right one. She points it down and there's a little humming. Yeah, that sounds could be all right.
Is
She
it
starts holding it around to
is it
see if she can
dangerous
find.
on the mountain?
Dangerous?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll take that as a yeah. Okay.
It's pretty dangerous on the mountain. I've never fallen off in all my 45 years, but yeah, it's pretty dangerous up here.
Have you lived here
I
your
know
whole
some
life?
people that have lost their lives.
Have you lived here your whole life?
Um, most of it.
You think it's a good place to live?
On the mountain, you mean? Or you mean on the moon?
Well, here, between the rivers and the mountains.
Oh, it's very beautiful. A little unstable. There are some people that their homes kind of crumble away beneath them, but as long as you don't mind that, I guess,
Oh,
it's not so bad. And if you set up at the right spot, if you know what you're looking for, if you've been here before, then
hmm.
yeah.
I guess everywhere has its rules, doesn't it? I grew up in the drift. I knew how to get around there. It's not safe either. You can drift off into space any moment. But that felt comfortable. But this feels alien.
Well, you just have to know how to tether yourself. And Annie starts looking at your ropes. She points something out and says, for example, that knot that you're using, that is not the right knot for this. Especially if you're heading up further. Are you heading up further? How far are you going?
And Acorn looks to the top, then back down to the plains below. Yeah, I think I'm gonna head back down now. You shook me.
All right. Well, my apologies. I didn't mean to shake you. It's just it is very dangerous business, and I've lost a lot of good friends climbing up this mountain. I used to climb with a group of people actually.
And they've all.
Oh, died? No, no.
Oh, okay.
Oh
I just
my
thought.
goodness, no. No, they haven't all died. Well, some of them have. Some of them have died of, just natural causes. And I did have two that fell off. We were very young when we were climbing, though. I'm younger than you. We really had no idea what we were doing. I just mean you just have to be careful. If you know what you're doing, you're fine. Look, here, why don't you keep this device and it'll help you find your way if you want to come climbing again.
Thank you. That's very kind of you. Are you headed down?
Yes, I am headed down. You know what? Why don't we climb down together? That way it'll be a little safer.
Yeah,
And you
I'd
can,
love it if
and
you
I'll
showed me the way.
I'll tie you to me and we can go down
That'd be great.
together.
Yeah, no, I
All right.
appreciate it. I feel safer that way.
Good. I'll give you some pointers. And you know what? Maybe next time you'll feel a little bit more secure. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. That wasn't my intention. And Annie starts sort of tying you to sort of intertwining your ropes, and she gives you some of her water, and she has some rations on her for climbing that she offers to you.
I take it, and as we climb down the side of the mountain across the rock face, Acorn only sees the cobblestone blocks of the side of a tower. She can't shake it from her mind as she climbs down the rock face. And as she looks across to Annie, she sees Stone's face looking back at her.
Are you all right? You look like you saw a ghost.
Let's just get down.
All right. All right. And you climb down. It's a pretty easy climb. And Annie mostly respects your wishes for just wanting to get down and tries to get down as quickly and efficiently as possible. So a lot of the conversation she's making is more going to be about like, don't put your foot there, hold on to this, like sort of we can kind of go this way sideways and then continue down from here. And she seems to be using the device that well, a different device. She gave you one, she has another one on her person. And she seems to be dialing that one in as she's going down and kind of checking different areas to help you guide down the path. You notice different frequencies and different hums that come through it. And at some points while she's climbing, Annie herself seems to be humming. And it is kind of a consistent sound. It's like this little drone. It's not so much melodic, but every now and then there's a little bit of a tune to it.
Have we reached the card, Amanda, or do we need to keep going?
I mean, we have. Yeah, so we reached the bottom, and I think Annie's just gonna ask you one question.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to pry.
No, I mean, what? I'm an open book, relatively.
Well, I mean, I feel like now at least we have a bit of a rapport. We did just climb down this
Yeah,
mountain
rightfully you
together,
saved
which
my life, I guess. So yeah, you deserve an answer. What are you wondering?
why did you come out here today to climb the mountain? Why what forgive me, but what are you looking for?
I think I just wanted to see it, this place, you know. And she like points the trees around her here at the base of the mountain. It's just you can't see any of it, you know, not really, unless you're up on the mountain. I just wanted to know. I want to know what I was getting into. I just wanted to get
Right.
a sense of it, what this place is.
I suppose you're new to the moon then.
Yeah, yeah. Just arrived.
Well, if you're ever looking for anyone to help you with the lay of the land, part of what I do is I map out different paths, ways that you can even hike up the mountain. Some of those are my layout. So if you ever want someone to show you around a little bit, feel free to reach out to me. I just live near the base over on the east side. You should see the little the purple bushes.
So
That's
that's a
right by
lot of
mine.
them.
Well, there's the leaves, but the ones that have fruit on them. The moon fruit.
Okay, okay. Well, I appreciate it, Annie. Thank you. Lord knows that I'm looking for a path, so maybe I'll take you up on that.
Well, I hope you find it.
Thanks, Annie. Take care.
You too. And I will give you a card that says do 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 do.
Crazy the card said that.
Whoa. Musical notation. What does it say?
Da da
It's so
da.
short.
Hum.
Nice. Good one. I love hum. That's cute. Wait, also, what card is this? Oh, it's a moonbee. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. That
Which
is
also feels very
Acorn's
fitting
turn.
considering where we ended up. Felt very moon B-esque.
Would anyone like a narrative ad break between turns?
I would love a narrative ad break.
With who and who?
Can I see a scene with Stone and I kind of want to go like way, way back,
Uh-huh.
all the way to the beginning.
You want to see Kurt's OG character.
Yeah. Is that crazy?
Right.
Can we do that? Is
No,
that
it's
allowed?
Ryan
We
Stone.
made this
Yeah.
allowed. Remember?
Okay.
This is our choice right now.
Yes, this is our choice. This is our, but this is not in the rules. This is not in the rules of the game.
No,
Or is it in the
no,
rules?
we thought it would be cool.
No, just
Yeah, I think it is cool. Okay, cool. So I think that I think it's right before we left Rivertown. Is that what it's called?
The Riverlands.
The Riverlands. That was all the way on the other side. So I can't even, I'm like, oh, I'll look at it. And then I'm like, wait, no, we're in the city of winter. I'd have to change pages.
I'm gonna change pages.
We are by the old orchard, getting things ready for going, and Rye is crouched down beside you. And do you have your shoes? Both of them, not just one.
I have both my shoes.
One on each foot.
I wore them here, 1 and 2. Yes.
And you have both your feet to put in them. And I think she reaches out and tickles your ankles.
Yes, I do. I do. Don't tickle me. You know I'm ticklish. You know I'm ticklish.
That's why you tickle someone, because they're ticklish. That's all there is to it, really.
Will there be places for us to go when we get to the city? Like, well, I need different shoes. What if it's totally different from where we are?
It will
Have you
be
ever
totally
been to the
different.
city of winter, Rye?
The city of winter? No.
Well, Dad says we might have to go all the way because that's a place that's safe.
Better he be
He says-
telling you that we need to go all the way than that he tell you we can stop tomorrow. He's too soft on you. Don't worry.
I'm worried that I won't be able to walk with my shoes there.
Well, little one, you can walk anywhere you put your mind to. It's 1 foot, and then the next foot, and then the next foot, and then the next foot, and all of a sudden, you're up the old tree. And all of a sudden, you're down the old road. And all of a sudden, well, we can't know where you'll end up.
Okay. Will you hold my hand when we walk?
I'll be holding your hand the whole time. Not just down the river, not just to the temple, but everywhere else after that too.
Okay. I think I'm ready to go. I think I have everything.
I think you are, little stone. Let's go. Cool.
Cool. All right, Amanda, now it's your official turn.
Can we also take a moment to say
official birth.
thanks for the sub, Legend of Lem?
Lem, thank you so
Yes,
much.
thank you, Lem.
It's very sweet of
I
you.
would say it out
Appreciate
loud. Nice.
Very nice of you. Ooh, woo, indeed.
Ooh, woo, indeed.
Ooh, woo, indeed.
And what noble words.
You should have dropped that it was
Oh
like
my goodness,
Nike
Locke.
shoes when you were talking about the shoes. Just get that ad break.
Locke says, Tri-City of Winter Cola, always as cold as a January night. Keep the Umbra at bay with City of Winter Cola. Oh my gosh, that's great, Locke.
Now we fast
yes, it
forward
is
like
my
100 years.
It is my turn, yeah, for a scene. I know what I want to do, but first I need a bio break.
Of course.
Is that okay?
Get out
yeah,
of here.
of
You
course.
gotta
All
take
right,
a
I'll be right
bio
back.
break.
Do
I'll
it.
be right back.
Thanks again, Lem. That was very sweet of you.
Yeah. Nice.
Pat, you're making me laugh with the micromanaging mountain climber. Not what I expected to find on the side of that mountain.
I really didn't expect to find hum either on the other side of that card. Sometimes I just want to see the inside of Amanda's brain. I have no idea what it's like in there. Sometimes I see
Sure,
what
it's
comes
exciting.
out of it,
Yeah.
and that's neat.
That's
But
fun.
yeah,
All sorts of exciting things. Uh,
Yeah.
how do you feel that your character has died?
How do I feel? Oh, wait. Do you mean how do I feel about my character dying, or how do you think she died?
Oh, no. How do you feel about your character died?
Totally surprised. It crossed my mind, and I thought, haha, it'll be a fun to like tease them a little before the roll, but it's probably not going to happen. And it
And
probably
then,
wasn't going to happen, but
and then,
it's the roll of the dice. That's the trick of the light. That's the way things turn.
what a good
And
game. We have to not forget that we have the Wandering Burrow as well attached
which is
to High Lake right
fun.
now. And we are technically in High Lake at the moment, um, though we don't seem to be respecting that. A reminder, folks, is that since we are people of the city now, we have little diamond-shaped pips on our card when we get older, and for each one of those, we can actually travel along these transit lines, and so we can set our scenes in places far away, up to the number of pips that we have. So that's why while we're technically in High Lake right now in the game, we have been playing our scenes in Wintermount. Yeah. Oh, I'm antsy to keep playing is the problem. I'm like, ah, I don't want to talk about other stuff. I don't want to talk to you about human, real world things.
No, who would want that? Not us. It occurs to me that the scene that you did was also kind of a memory. Whoops. Because I am dead, canonically.
Yeah.
That's fine, I think. Like it does, you know.
I mean, I think I tried to set the scene before you died, but you are
Yes.
dead. I don't know if I'm allowed to do that.
I just thought I would flag it in case there's still people who are inexplicably watching this and going, and then
Right,
the
right,
next rule is that
right.
if that's you, don't worry, you don't sound like that. I am playing a video game right now. I'm pointing at the place that video games get played in my household. It's that way. That I do have to take notes. In fact, it told me to do it, and I have to do it, or I
What's the
will
game?
never win. It's called Blueprints.
Hmm.
Blueprint,
Prince.
but blueprints.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Um, like one giant elaborate puzzle, but also weirdly kind of a tile placement board game with
what?
resource management.
That
Yeah,
is funny.
it is extremely cool.
That sounds really good.
And nobody spoil anything. I
Okay,
don't
okay.
want to know.
Okay,
But
it only
man,
came out
it's
last
cool.
year. Cool.
It's true. And I've been waiting patiently for the time when I had something that could play it. And
Oh, I see.
I'm now here.
He
Well, because
has it.
I have it, and I've been playing it, and I've been saying, wow, 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 cool. And then new things happen, and I go, wow, 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 cool.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's fun. Did you play Disco Elysium once upon a time?
I did play Disco Elysium.
I've,
People have said all kinds of grand and wonderful things about it.
yeah. Did you like it?
Um, Only kind of
Okay.
weirdly. I didn't
Yeah.
finish it. I felt like my
Oh,
interest waned, which is strange because it sounds like exactly the kind of thing that I would want.
right.
I think weirdly, I got frustrated with it for the same reason that I got frustrated with RPGs that work the same way, which is things were up to the roll of a die whether or not it
Mm,
would progress for your
right.
side successfully or not. Like in a very literal sense, it was very much a sort of skill-based RPG sort of framework.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I've
That's
heard.
what the game element was. And I don't think that's that interesting in terms of game design.
Huh.
It produces interesting stories.
Yeah. Because there's some
But
uncertainty and
I just don't, yeah, exactly. But
yeah,
I don't love that for my experience of play.
I
I
see.
like things that involve more, um, well, it could be any number of things, but I like resource management. I
Mm.
like reflex-based play. I like,
Interesting.
um, yeah, but
Do
less
you like
less luck.
so like in these games and also in, RPGs like we play. Do you like knowing the stakes of the decisions that you're making? Because in some ways like very heavy like skill-based roll the dice sorts of games, you just don't like know you don't get like to like choose like your trade-offs. You just sort of like go like, I want to do this, I want to do this, and then like you get it or you don't get it. Um, do you just like the experience of being able to sort of like know what you are selecting and what you're giving up, kind of thing?
Um, Not exactly, but that's
Yeah.
like a decent thing to say. Some games don't forecast what's at stake, and
Yeah.
it's better, I think, if you do. However, in this case, that wasn't the scenario. What was actually happening is I prefer input randomness to output randomness. Input randomness being like, let's say a die is rolled and it's a 3, and that tells you you can do 3 things today
Mhm.
or something, or like you have to go to place 3, and then once you're there, you have two options what to do. But if it's output randomness, I feel like that's like when you say, okay, I'm going to commit to doing this thing, and then I check to see if it works, which I don't find as interesting
Right.
personally.
Right.
But that's a personal preference, and I don't think it's bad game design.
Right.
I did not realize this outfit was shorts,
Right. I also did not realize that.
but I guess if you're going to be a squirrel, you gotta, be agile,
Yeah, you're
not
running around
hampered
a
by
lot.
pants.
Yeah, you don't want to bog yourself down, overheat. Hi,
Are you
welcome
guys
back.
talking about my furry shorts?
Didn't
Yeah,
realize you
we were
were
surprised by the shorts.
shorts bearing.
Yes, Squirrel Girl wears shorts in Marvel Rivals and very long socks. Although the socks they gave me in my cosplay are not long enough. I think I'm gonna need to get some new socks.
Simply not long enough. Simply
Not
need
long
more
enough.
socks.
They go up to my knees. Hers go up to her thighs.
Oh,
So I'm
oh
like,
my God.
I don't
Not
know
enough.
if I'm supposed to be able to
People are gonna
stretch
scream
these.
fake fan at you at the con. This
Fake
is
fan.
terrible.
This
What are you even
squirrel
dressed up
doesn't
as?
know.
Clearly not
What are
Squirrel
you even
Girl.
doing?
This is just chipmunk chick at this
How
point.
dare you? How dare
Chipmunk
you?
chick.
Whilst you were gone, I thought to myself, maybe I should be bio breaking. Oh, but I should have gone at the same time as Amanda. And then I thought, no, I don't need to. I'm dead. So feel free to start your scene. I'll
Great.
be back. Ha!
Yay.
All right. I guess Kurt is dead. That's true.
I guess Kurt is dead.
I
Here.
guess he's got a point.
Do you know where you're
Um,
gonna have a scene, Amanda?
yeah, I mean, I guess I can't bring Kurt into the scene.
I guess so.
I think I will also maybe do a solo scene.
Nice.
Yeah.
Doing some solo scenes.
Some solo scenes are nice with Onyx. I think Onyx is gonna go to the Temple of Winter. Can I go there?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have no idea what this means.
And I would like oh shoot.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, I
The
forgot we also have the
Wandering
Wandering
Burrow is
Burrow.
Yeah, we do. I was saying that while you were gone. I was like, we can't forget.
The
We have the
Wandering
Wandering Burrow
Burrow.
in
Oh,
highlight
yeah.
right now.
I'm distracted by the moon. The moon is pretty cool.
I'm
So can I
assuming
have
you're
a
witnessing tradition.
yeah.
Would you like me to play your witness?
Oh my gosh, I keep moving this.
What are you doing? What are you doing, Amanda?
No, I don't know. There's a fly here and it's breaking my brain. Yes, I would love for you to play someone so that I might witness a tradition.
Yes. What
I
cards
think
you
so.
gonna
I
take?
can grab any triangle and any circle. Is
Yeah,
that
any
right?
diamond, any circle. Yeah.
Or sorry, any diamond, any circle. So let's do. You know what? Let's do. What's the panther one? I don't think we ever had that one. Traveler.
Yeah, I think the Panther is the Citadel, I believe.
Let's do the panther. And let's do one of these horses.
Horses. The brass. All right.
The brass.
Sounds good. Look away so I can flip these cards over, okay?
Okay.
Or you could like move your screen. It would be like maybe
Yeah,
better.
that's true. That's true. Just when
Yeah,
you
yeah.
say look away, I like the idea of being like, I won't look. But yeah, I'm not looking at you.
Okay. All right. Show folks what we're dealing with here. Okay. Open the scene. What do we got?
I think Onyx has gone to the Temple of Winter to see a particular ritual that's supposed to be happening
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
at this time of year. And I think it's the time when the mountain thaws. Apparently, at the Temple of Winter, there is a ceremony you can go to where you can watch the whole mountain thaw from within the temple,
Mhm.
which Onyx is a little amazed that that's possible. And so they've gone there to see how that's possible. And because they've also heard that it is very beautiful and a good way to connect with the seasons.
Interesting. As you've arrived at the Temple of Winter, many people have arrived with you. Huge crowds have come from all over the moon. And people are putting on climbing harnesses of all sorts as they start to trek out. The Temple of Winter is like this massive cavern, but it has these pathways that sort of wind out in every direction, these sort of crystalline caves that seem to go into the heart of the mountain itself. A nearby, you assume it's a priestess of some sort. She's tall with sort of auburn skin and bright green eyes. She says, you'll need to don a harness. Did you bring your own?
I didn't know that there was a harness required.
That's okay.
Onyx
We
checks
accept
their
tourists of
bag.
all sorts arriving here. We have a couple of trainer harnesses down at the end there. You can put one of those on, and one of our temple attendees will take you into the caves themselves to watch the great thawing.
Wow, that's cool.
Please enjoy the
Okay,
thaw. May your heart thaw as well.
thank you. And Onyx bows like they would back at whoa, this was so, oh my god, I went to move on the map, but I was just looking at the screen. Back at the Holy Well.
Back at the Holy Well. Nice.
Yes, in the Floating Monastery. Not really knowing if there's a difference in bows. But yeah, Onyx does that and goes to get one of the harnesses and looks for someone to guide them.
Yeah. I think there is a young man there, barely reached adulthood. You can see kind of like patchy facial hair that he's trying to grow out, maybe to kind of somewhat modify the baby face that he has, his like nice soft cheeks. And he introduces himself as what's his name? I'm gonna get an appropriate moon name. Introduces himself as Weave, and helps you into the harness.
Thank you, says Onyx.
It's gonna be quite tight around the crotch. I'm just gonna tighten it. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Oh,
Good.
yep, I'm in.
And then attaches a sort of leash, basically, from his own harness to yours. So your first time with a thawing.
Yeah, it's my first time.
The real thawing, it happens in the center of the mountain. The Wintermount is mostly hollow, actually, which is why it gets so cold. The stone doesn't have that much insulation power. It's quite thin layers of stone on some of the outer parts, and so it freezes all the way through. And in fact, what moisture is on the inside of the mount, and now you're following him along a kind of like guided sort of pathway through the caves into the mountain. You're walking on thin ledges clipped to a nearby kind of like lead wire to make sure that you don't fall off the ledge down to the gap below. The moisture inside the center of the mountain freezes. into all sorts of crystalline shapes in the mountain, all sorts of bizarre crystals undisturbed by wind, or fluctuations of temperature, or even, humans. Um, and so we try not to disturb them until winter's coming to an end, and then we can view them just as they melt, because we know they are not much longer for this world. Um,
So you don't make them melt? You don't heat it up in here? Like, how does it all melt? It just
oh,
does?
it well, it's the cycle of the seasons. If you pay close attention, as the elders do, to the changing of the stars and the temperature each morning and the appearance of the first dew on the grass outside, you can get a fairly good reading of when the turning point will happen. When it'll become warm enough inside the mountain for the crystals to turn back into the lake inside Wintermount. And
Wow.
it's supposed to be today.
Wow. And so a whole lake is just gonna appear?
Yeah, in a
Whoa.
matter of minutes.
Okay, I want to see that.
Well, good. We're gonna have to speed up a little bit. We don't want to miss the
Okay.
beginning.
Okay.
And you guys speed through the cavern. As you get close, Weave turns to you. So where did you say you're from?
I'm from the Holy Well.
It's on the surface, right?
Yeah. Yeah, from the city of Winter.
Yeah, yeah. You grew up there?
I kind of am growing up. I've been growing up around, but yeah, a little bit. I spent a lot of time in a trash house. It was pretty cool.
I'm sorry to hear that, I guess. I grew up in the palace or nearby.
The palace? What's that like?
The Palace of the Moon. It's beautiful. Um, but there's a lot of rules and regulations quite tightly watched up there. It's just
Oh.
culture's heavy. I wanted a bit more
Mm.
freedom, so I found myself down here at the Mount.
There was some of that in the Floating Monastery. We had rules and things that we could and couldn't do, but
Watch your
I don't
footsteps.
think it was.
And
Oh,
you slip. You go to step the next place, and the ice here has started to encroach on the pathways.
ooh.
And you step on a patch of ice and slip sideways, losing your grip on the ledge. And you kind of go like swinging off the side, but you're still clipped to your trainer, who's holding tight to the wire, guiding you, and you're sort of like dangling off the edge from your torso, kind of like a rag doll, over the gap.
Is it like really far down? Like, can I
Yeah,
see?
it's like very far, very dark, but fairly narrow. Like it's kind of like a large crevasse that descends into the heart of the mountain.
I think Onyx is freaking out. Onyx is like, pull me up, like freaking
Yeah,
out,
of
like
course, of course.
just
Just please
flailing.
stop flailing. You just need to stay calm, and I can pull you up. Okay? If you swing too much, you might. It's difficult to pull you up, and the tether might break.
Okay.
And as you've calmed down, he pulls on the rope and pulls you back up onto the ledge. Okay. You just got to be careful. You're not from here, and this can be quite tricky. So
I think I need to go back. I don't think I can keep going.
no, you can't go back. There's people behind us. The ledge is too
What do you
narrow.
mean I can't go back?
There's no way to go back. I mean, there's people coming after us. We're already holding them up. We have to keep going.
I can't keep going. I can't move.
Onyx, it's gonna be okay. Look, I've got you. You know, I had you the first time. You're fine. It was just a little slip, and now you know not to slip. Okay?
But what if I fall? What if I fall all the way down? What if I fall all the way down there?
But you're not gonna fall. You've got me, and we've got our attachment, and you've got your harness, and I'm looking out for you. Will you trust me to look after you?
Okay, but I'm not gonna, you won't let me fall again, will you?
No,
I can't fall again.
I won't let you fall. You okay?
No, no, I'm not okay, but I'll,
Good to keep going.
I'll try. Hmm.
Uh,
Like, there's like tears in Onyx's eyes, like they're really scared.
I'm curious, as we continue our way to the center of the mountain, do you slip again?
I don't think Onyx would slip again because I think that they're being very, very careful with where they step. And I think the rest of the journey goes on in almost silence,
Yeah, I think so
other
too.
than the questions of like, can I step here? Is this okay?
Almost completely silent until you have reached, at long last, it feels like it's a million years, the central chamber. And you look up. There's only a bit of light here through some cracks in the rock high up on the mountain. And the light shines down through panes of ice that look like glass, reflecting and refracting the light in all sorts of directions, taking on rainbow hues, indigo, orange, passing, twinkling down through the ice surface. Reminds you of the stained glass in the monastery. We're a little slow, so it's about to start. And as Weave says that, the panes of glass above you look like they're shimmering, and then they turn to liquid all at once. They are sheets of falling water from above, all of them melting at once, and there is a cascading splash as the crystals of ice turn back into the lake at the end bottom of Wintermount. All like that, just in a second. There are whoops and hollers and cheers from the crowds around. And then Weave turns to you. Okay, we have to go back now. And I think that's our scene. There's with a trainer's harness for you.
Okay. With the trainer's harness, how appropriate.
Almost like I planned it that way.
I thought the card was hum.
The card was tight crotch.
Tight crotch.
Weird they put that in the game.
Oh my god.
It's just perfect writing. They just know exactly what needs to be in the
They
game
know
for the
exactly.
scene.
They're like, this part, tighten up the crotch. Okay, cool.
It is the Nomad City.
Ooh!
Blue is sitting, small, two hands on the cup, sitting in front of Saffron at the tea shop. Quite serious. Very small, it occurs to me. Yeah. Yeah.
Now, as we wait for it to cool, we have to each say what we dreamed of last night. Blue, did you dream?
No.
Okay. Did you dream the night before?
Blue is thinking very hard. No.
Well, have you dreamed this week? What was your favorite dream from this week?
I did not dream this week.
This doesn't really happen. Okay. I mean, you're young, and
Blue is drinking the tea.
no, no. We have to. Do you at least like it?
Yes.
Good.
Hot.
It is It's very hot. Be careful. Watch your tongue. Your mother always drank it when it was too hot and she'd burn herself. uh, the do you taste what tastes like honey, and the eastern wind? I
Not
mean,
sweet. It's not sweet.
no, but it mm, but it tastes the way sweet smells.
Blue considers this, and then slowly,
Yes, that's sweetgrass, like your grandmother's name. That's what she was named after. Uh, She was just as kind and warm and beautiful as sweetgrass itself.
Blue pushes the glass forward, the mug, the little teacup forward, and for a moment it seems like this child is done with this. But then he's watching intently, and it dawns on you. No, that's a request for a refill, actually.
Oh, you like it? Good, excellent. Cat, another round for us. As many as he wants. I'm glad your mother left you with me today. We should
Yes.
have more tea, Blue.
Yes, Blue says. And then a little hand goes forward and clasps yours. And we just see it as the last little glimpse of this scene.
Nice. Good scene.
We're just
too.
having so many sweet little child moments in our flashbacks so far. I like it. Oh my
Tetley.
goodness, I miss little Blue.
Little Blue appeared exactly once.
I know, that's why I miss him. We didn't get enough time.
That's why I thought I'd bring him back. It was time for a little Blue from the past.
Perfect. Perfect.
All
Well, that was
right.
my scene. So now I think, are you gonna haunt us with your ghost?
Yes, I must. I better look at my cards. What are my cards? Yeah. Oh, that's interesting.
Well, that's interesting.
Well, that's interesting. Okay, I am sharing a card called We Tend the Shrine. We Tend the Shrine. And I'm going to
Whoa.
share it with...
I don't even remember this scene, this card.
Surprise. We Tend the Shrine. I am going to summon one of you.
Yeah, who are you gonna summon?
That's the big question. Onyx. Let's bring Onyx. And let's go to a place in the Wandering Burrow. I think this is the Giving Bazaar.
Ooh, I wanted to go to the Giving Bazaar. Okay.
Now you're here.
It's in the shrine.
This is, of course, a memory. And I think in this scene, Apricot is trying to impart something, try to impress like the importance of ceremony, of presence, and it doesn't feel like something to impose on Acorn. So she's brought you. Acorn's carried enough of the past, but someone should tend a shrine. And so the Giving Bazaar, as it unfurls before us, is a kind of, it looks like a market stall, but it also looks like a shrine. It's got a low sort of table that you sit in front of on the ground, and you place an object onto it. And then I think something happens. You draw a curtain, and then you open it once more, and the object is gone. And this sort of tribute has been made. The object turns up later at a place that needs it. So we see Apricot and we see Onyx. And Apricot says, all right, I was patient. I didn't ask you once what you were going to bring. But now I need to know.
I brought this hat, says Onyx. And Onyx produces for you a hat that is made entirely out of bird feathers. They've been gathering these bird feathers in High Lake when they go to see the balloons. And when they have been also caught in the nets in the drift, or almost caught in the nets, they've been trying to stay out of it. I think this is before Onyx had a fear of heights. Is that okay? Or is that, I guess
Sure.
actually
Yeah,
we'd have
we
already come
traveled.
here.
We traveled, I think, to the Wandering Burrow. It's always wandering, right? So let's say this takes place before that.
Could be
Yeah,
anywhere. Okay.
could be
Okay.
anywhere.
I have this hat that I made by myself. And I think it's really pretty.
It is really pretty. You're right.
Thank you.
But why don't you want it anymore? I just want to know.
I don't know. I just feel like maybe it doesn't suit me. It's really pretty. And I want to make sure that it goes to someone who's just as pretty as this hat.
We all have to find out who we are, and part of that is deciding if a hat is the right hat. I think a lot of people would agree with you. And Apricot's kind of hiding a little smile, but it's earnest as well. And so you place your hat, and Apricot places something that you haven't seen before, I think.
What is it?
It's some kind of scrap of fabric that has these beautiful shimmering scales on it. Not a full piece, something left
Just a
over.
piece.
Just a piece.
Is that like my hat?
It is like your hat. Someone made it, and they took a great deal of effort to do so, but it's very heavy now. It's got all
Did
kinds of
you
memories
make
in
it?
it. I didn't make it.
Oh.
It was my mother.
Hmm.
But now, are you ready? She draws the curtain, and then we wait, we wait, we wait. I think
Onyx is
officially,
listening against the curtain. Does Onyx hear anything?
I think you would hear things, but the creaking sort of piston sounds of the wandering burrow, as it always has that rumbling mechanism moving, it makes it hard to define what noises are from behind the curtain and what noises are just the wandering burrow. But I believe we lit a candle, a little tiny candle, and when it's burned down, which doesn't take long, the curtains, Apricot parts them, and both the objects are gone. And then Apricot says, "Do you want to know the secret?" Well, little Onyx, yours is a special duty now, because we have given to the shrine, and now we tend to it. Apricot stands up, takes your hand, and walks us both around to the other side of the shrine. It's not too long until another person comes by, places an object on the shrine, and draws the curtain. It's some kind of mechanical part, spring, maybe a sort of lever arm, not a literal arm. And Apricot says, well, she doesn't say anything. She gives you a hush, little hush gesture, and then points at it for you to pick it up. As she leans in and says, "You can take this, or you can find a home for it. But either way, it comes with us." Shh. And then we get up and we go back home to the drift.
Hmm.
Do you still have that?
Yes.
Okay.
Good scene, guys.
Thank
Very good.
you.
Bonus flashback. We are in the base of one of the towers. This one's far from the city center. Long abandoned, and one of Apricot's favorite targets.
Targets?
Yeah. Briar's feet hit the ground, and he kind of tumbles half sideways. Okay. Okay, we're out. Whew. It's scary up there.
Is Briar with Apricot?
Yeah, Apricot's there.
It's only scary until you get practice, she says with a big impish grin. And I've got a lot of practice now.
You do seem to have a lot of practice. I mean, not climbing the towers. Trapping, well, you maybe you need a little bit more practice.
Shut up. I can trap anything that I need to trap.
It's just, like that little gully that you've been trapping. I mean, my older brother caught like a bunch of ferrets in it last winter. And how many do you have so far?
Oh, is that how it's gonna be? That's
I couldn't remember. Is it 0? Is that the last count, or
Apricot leans down and like scoops up a handful of snow and throws it at you.
okay. Oh yeah, is that what we're gonna do?
That's what we're gonna do.
Okay. And he kneels down and grabs a snowball. Stay still.
I won't. And with a big joyful scream, she runs up and kind of pushes you over, and we're both tumbling in the snow. And then there's this moment when the tumble stops, and it's just two young teens looking at each other very close. Hi.
Hey. Got really nice eyes. I just hadn't noticed it before now because they're so close to me, and they're usually not.
I noticed yours. And I think that's our scene.
Nice.
Now kiss.
They probably did
They
not
probably
long
They probably
after.
did.
That's
Yeah.
sort of the whole implication, Amanda.
No, but we didn't see it. We didn't say it. We cut away.
Subtext? Ew.
Ugh.
Everything should be text.
In this economy?
My turn, folks. And we are going back to when we see the river. And I will be sharing a tradition with Onyx. So get your butt
Ooh.
over here.
Here I come.
Half of Thornrose Estate is gathered on the riverbanks. And a handful of people from the Drift, and even now, some folks from the monastery. In the back of the crowd, you see Blue, tall and lanky, and standing a bit back, but still visible from here. Olive stands in the front, clutching a bouquet of flowers against her chest. And a little ways off, in the forest, Apricot's body lies on a white sheet, on a raft made of long boughs roped together. Her face has been sponged clean, and she's been swaddled in white cloth, just the way she described it. Acorn is standing nearby, facing away, leaning against a tree and crunching through what's left of the snow is Onyx. I was worried you weren't going to come.
Why?
Because people have been waiting for an hour.
Oh. Well, I thought this is when we were supposed to meet.
I said at noon.
Oh. I thought you said at 1.
No, I said, Onyx, I said at noon.
Are you sure you said at
It
noon?
doesn't
Because,
matter, Onyx.
well, it does matter. You've been waiting for an hour. I think that matters.
Why do you talk like that?
Why do I talk like what?
Like you're a kid.
Because I am a kid?
No, you're grown. You're an adult now, Onyx.
I mean, not really. You're like an adult, and I'm like a kid.
When I was your age, I was taking care of you almost entirely by myself. I was at school. I was learning. I was going to the dances. I mean, I was an adult.
Right. So you were an adult when you were a kid?
You're not a kid.
Why did you do that? Why didn't you be a kid for a bit?
It's just that it's only us now. And I don't have anybody else. And it's all
That's
you've
not
always.
true.
It,
You have people, you have friends.
our family's always been me looking after you. But I don't want it to be like that forever. We have to look after each other.
Well, I never asked you to look after me.
Well, somebody had to. Mom was working and Dad was working.
So what? You think I owe you something now? Because you looked after me?
No, you owe yourself something. You got to grow up. You deserve it at some point. Sorry. Sorry, this is not the time to do this. And I don't know what's wrong with me. Onyx, I'm sorry. Will you forgive me? We can talk about it later and later. It's just not important right now. What's important is Mom.
Of course I forgive you.
Thanks.
I always forgive you.
You're better than me.
No, I'm just a kid. I don't know anything. But
And Acorn kneels down by the tree and grabs something from a burlap bag. It's the last mask that Mom made. And it's a mask of an ox. Two
does that mean
brass
that
horns, the long face.
does that mean that you should wear it maybe when we do this next part?
There's one for each of us. I've got Papa Saffron's. That one's for you.
Oh,
That's how they used to do it. Back home, a million miles away in that place. Mom told me about it, and I've seen it a couple times.
do you think that they know?
Who knows?
Like, do you think Mom knows that we're here right now, that we're doing this? And Onyx puts on the mask.
And
Do you
the two
think
of us
she
are just
knows that we're wearing these? Like,
two figures just standing by themselves in the woods, snow at their feet, ox masks, face to face. I don't know. I used to think that Stone Grandma was watching. I could feel it. I knew it back then, so if that was true, then yeah. Maybe Mom's watching too. She knows we're doing this for her. That makes it feel better, right? A little less silly.
I just wish that I could feel her.
Yeah. Me too. Acorn hands you a rope. All you have to do is pull it down the river to launch it, and I'll say the words. Are you ready?
What happens when I let go of the rope?
We set her free. Down the river. To out there. To whatever's waiting. Nobody knows. Nobody knows what it is. That's why we do it.
To home? Do you think Mom's going home?
Yeah. Yeah. Just
Okay.
go home.
Okay. Let's do it.
The two figures step out of the woods and into the clearing. And they begin to say the words that hadn't been said in this place ever before. I'm going to pass you wearing an ox mask, Amanda. And that is my scene.
Huh. Okay, so that's my scene.
That is your scene.
Can I go to the Palace of the Moon?
Hell yeah, you can. I think.
Sure.
I want to go to the Crystal Ballroom.
Okay.
Oh, that's a very clever prompt, isn't it?
Is it?
Well, is it about like it invokes both ballrooms, as in dancing, and crystal balls,
Ooh, I didn't see it. I love it. The crystal ball room, or the
or
crystal
just the
ballroom.
crystal ballroom?
And I want to say that maybe Onyx was asking the guide at the Temple of Winter after,
Hmm.
or maybe has become a little bit of a regular, I think, at the Temple of Winter. I think being able to face their fears and come out on the other side of it has made Onyx maybe a little bit more curious about this place. And Onyx has been wanting to see the Palace of the Moon for a while to see how it compares to the house made of trash um, that they spent time in when they were young.
Okay.
So I
As
feel
we've
like,
invited you as a guest.
yes, I think maybe Onyx has been invited as a guest to the Palace of the Moon. And there are only so many guests that are allowed in every year to see the palace. And they have sort of a day once a year, maybe a couple times a year, where it's open to those who have been invited.
Okay, cool.
Otherwise, you need to be a person that lives there. You got to be someone important.
Right, right, right. I'm assuming you're witnessing the tradition.
Yeah, I
Uh,
want to witness.
who would you like to pick up cards?
Mm, why don't, Anthony, why don't you, I don't know, do we want to go to this together? I think I do want to bring Acorn with me. I think maybe I have a
Okay,
+1.
nice.
So I'll bring Acorn.
Can
And maybe Kurt
does
could
Acorn have
be
a +1?
Does
Because
Acorn get a +1?
if you're going with your date weave, then maybe I should go with my date, whose name I have temporarily forgotten. Please excuse me. um,
I don't know if it's a date.
Lyric.
Is it a
Lyric.
date?
I
I
don't know,
mean,
Amanda. It's your scene.
I think Lyric can be there if you want Lyric to be there. I feel like Lyric maybe has a hookup through them already being like kind of nobility.
Sure.
So I'm totally fine with them being there. Do we think it's like it's a bit of a to-do, like
Mm-hmm.
the place is all like we're all done up for this kind of thing? Or is
Yeah,
it like
yeah.
more of a we come on the tour, we have like little name tags on, they show us the stuff.
I think it's a crystal ballroom, so you've got to be dressed up, you know?
You gotta be dressed
It's
up.
got to be
I do
grand.
think they have crystal balls in the crystal ballroom.
Sure,
So I
makes sense.
imagine that it is a ballroom completely made out of crystal. And within the four corners of the room and also sort of near the ceiling, like there is a light source in the center of the room, but there's also just a rope, a metal chain maybe, and hanging from that is a big crystal ball, kind of like a disco ball. You can use it that way, but it's less for like the party vibes and more for like the good vibes of the area. Different lights refracting create different kind of moods in the center of the
Nice.
room.
Cool.
So it's kind of used as an experience through the emotional spectrum, if you would like to
Okay.
experience that. And then in the corners, there are these different crystal balls that all represent like the four main houses of the moon.
Cool.
Yeah. And are apparently connected to their lore and their history and their prophecies.
So would you like Kurt to pick up 2 cards then?
Yeah, Kurt, you can go this. But that's my setup for the scene. I
And
always feel like my
who's
setups are
who?
very like, what's going on? Where are we? Who are we? What's the motivation? Whereas I feel like every time Anthony does the beginning of the scene, it's like the wind sweeps across the mountain.
Yeah, that guy does do that.
Yeah, you do that. I like it. I always feel
Thanks.
like whenever I'm starting a scene, I'm like, so like, what if there's a stick and you could sit on it? People are like, okay, Amanda.
Well, give yourself a little more credit. Sometimes the stick gets introduced partway through the scene.
That's true. That's true. And I'm like, oh yeah, this is a huge part of the scene. And you guys are like, I never
Whoa.
expected that. Surprising.
All right, we are at the Crystal Ballroom. Kurt,
Sorry,
you-
who's who? I
Uh,
genuinely don't know who's playing who in this scene.
Oh, good question. So,
Oh,
we have a
you'll
lot of
be
characters here. So
There's Weave, Lyric, and then you two.
Yeah.
Obviously, you two are yourselves.
Yeah.
Am I Weave and Lyric?
oh, good question. I'll
I
play
think
Weave.
weren't you you're gonna play Weave? Weren't you Lyric, Kurt?
Would you like to play Weave and Lyric? That's easier, Kurt, if you just want to play all the characters.
Sure, why not?
Do it
Yeah,
all.
and we'll just
Kurt,
play ourselves.
He's got it all. Virtuosic performance coming up from Kurt.
Kurt
No.
thought my character died. I wouldn't be playing anyone, and we said, "Joke's on you."
I don't
Kurt."
think that's what I said. I think maybe I had to pretend to go to the bathroom and actually call my mom and wish her a happy birthday.
Oh,
Nice.
happy
good
birthday to your
call.
mom.
Happy birthday to
No,
my
no,
mom.
I
Well,
just
she's not listening.
legitimately
She's never
was
watched
like-
this in her life.
I'm just joking because when you die, you're always thinking. I always think to myself, the one time that it happened. It's only died once.
Always think
Only died
of.
once. But I
Yeah.
thought, oh, this will be fine. And then it's like now you got to haunt people and stuff, and you're like, oh shoot, now I have to come up with things that are meaningful. This is even more intense actually when you're
Ooh.
dead. It's hard being a ghost in this game.
Lyric and Weave have both brought something, and they're holding it behind their backs with big grins on their faces.
Well,
That's worrisome.
was I supposed to bring something, Lyric?
No, you were not supposed to bring anything. We have brought what is necessary, but I realized that perhaps you would not be familiar. And so isn't that fun? And Weave sort of looks over and says, I thought it would be fun. Well, can we show them? Are you ready to be shown?
Yes,
Wait,
please.
wait, says Onyx. I brought something too.
That's
Did
not
you, did you really?
Did you tell Onyx to bring something? And Lyric is like, what does Onyx do?
Onyx reveals to everyone muffins that they made.
Oh, that's.
Oh,
I
Huh.
think,
But they're for everyone, so you have to wait till we get inside.
I do
I
believe they're gonna have food
baked-
here, Onyx.
What? There's
gonna
no
have
food
food in
allowed?
it.
Oh,
No, they're-
that's fine. We can just put it with the food for
I'm not
everybody to have.
Sure. And Acorn looks to Lyric kind of questioningly.
worry not. It is not terribly uncommon to bring something or other. This is an unusual choice, perhaps, but it won't be received poorly. However, that's not quite what we were going for.
Oh,
Ready?
Yes, please.
This time? Onyx, are you ready?
yeah, I'm ready.
Well, you didn't say you were ready, so we didn't know if you were ready.
I'm ready. I don't know what's about to happen. I feel nervous.
Well, fine. And then I think both
Please.
of them, not in sync, not quite at the same time, both of them pull out, can really only be described as like costume wings, not just for
Oh.
themselves, but there's 4 sets, each with a different sort of personality to them. One has these great sort of leathery, almost bat-like wings. One is feathered, like a white bird. One is prismatic and thin like a butterfly's. And one seems also avian, but with an element of, there's sort of 2 sets. Thinner like a bee's wings, but feathered like a bird's. There's a theme to every ball, and this ball is winged.
Okay, I mean,
I wish I had known. I would have put wings on the muffins.
thank you, Lyric and Weave. This is very kind of you to think for both of us and bring our own wings. I'm sorry we didn't bring our own. I didn't
Well,
know.
no, it was we would have told you if you had to bring your own. Just you got to pick one.
Oh,
You got to pick one of them.
okay, let me look over them. Onyx, is there any that call out to you here?
I want bee wings, says Onyx.
Is that one of the options?
I think there is a moment that is in character. Actually, everyone else sort of looks at each other like, "Is that would we call this one the bee wings?" Could you just pick up and put on the one that you feel
That's
is
the
the bee
one that's
wings?
like the 2 sets, right? Isn't it?
Yes, that
Yeah. It
ideal.
looks like
Excellent.
bee wings to me.
There's an
Says Onyx, and they hold
interpretive
them up.
element. They're all bee wings in a sense because the moonbees, of course, preside over the ball, and so bees in many ways
Oh,
inspire the. It doesn't. It the
that's
history of
really
it isn't critical.
cool. That makes sense. I like that. Yeah, I like these ones. If that's okay
Of
with
course,
everyone. Yeah.
we wouldn't have asked you if you weren't to pick. And I think
Onyx puts
once
them on.
it's great.
Yeah. Acorn will take. I wasn't listening well enough to the options and I forget all of them, but the bird wings.
Great. And you get the bird wings. They're sort of angelic. They're white bird's wings. And then we have sort of butterfly wings and more bat-like wings. Weave gets the bat ones. The butterfly
Ooh.
ones are unsurprisingly with our noble lyric. Although
Flutter
everyone,
forming.
I suppose,
Very
has an
petite.
element of nobility here in a sense. And
Sort of.
there's a moment. You know what? In fact, that's canon. I think Lyric is like, well, I suppose we all have an element of nobility to us.
I
And a
mean,
moment's glance gets cast.
not really. You flatter us.
Will you hold your late mother's title, and so, having been passed?
That it's not really deserved. Our mother was good at making masks and all manner of things, and we are benefiting.
Well, I was actually the child of a prince.
Oh, of course, I did
Onyx.
forget about that. You are a child of a prince.
Yeah, you forget about that. We just
Uh,
don't talk about that because it was before I
They
joined
never
the
told
family.
me they were the child of a prince. Which prince?
I'm child of a prince.
Prince of the Sun. Rides a flaming chariot. Draws the
It's
sun around the earth.
marvelous. Marvelous. All right, great. Well, let us on then. And as we walk inside, one of two things happen. And it depends on if any of you tried to use the wings or not.
Did
Yeah,
all
I
just
definitely
try
tried
to
to
use
use
the
the
wings?
wings. Definitely.
Then you fly inside because they are functional. And in fact, it becomes clear that this ball is happening in 3 dimensions as people flit from
Wow.
place to place, enjoying the lighter gravity of the moon.
Whoa.
That's cool.
They have real wings. Lyric, this is amazing.
Well, I understand that we stand on much ceremony here, but it wouldn't be nearly as interesting and exciting if they weren't real.
True, but this is incredible. You know, Onyx always wanted to be a raven.
Ah,
When they were but young, they, in the drift, they always wanted to
the
fly.
vultures from the drift.
That's
I
right.
think Onyx flies past you somehow, just like a natural already of flying around with these wings. And floats on their back flying between you and goes, "It's true. I was almost one of those guys."
Well, you were 7, but that's kind of true.
Well,
Made of
almost. If I
heights.
continued.
Don't remind
beyond
them.
7.
You easily forget.
Well, what are you waiting for? And I think both Weave and Lyric are looking at Acorn with a kind of expectancy.
I I haven't flown before, but will you do it with me, Lyric?
Yes, of course, of course.
And they take you to his hands and kick off the ground. And I think Acorn actually leads the two of them in a spiraling dance through the air, uh, twisting around each other. And then she sort of lets Lyric like hold onto her hand as she sort of spirals around him and then lets go, falling in a drifting spiral towards the earth, and then sort of drifting into the ballroom.
On the perimeter of the ballroom, I think there's some sort of space left between the walls, and Weave gestures over to it and says, "We could race, if you like."
Okay. You're on.
3, 2, 1.
And Onyx jumps up and lets their wings take off to carry them forward and puts their hands like this to help cut through the air, make themselves more aerodynamic.
It's a fast lap around the outskirts of the ballroom, but by the time you get to the end, between the like twirl that happened in the middle with Lyric and Acorn and the race that happened on the perimeter, I think enough eyes get drawn to this scene that you have one of the more gregarious nobles sort of like applauds at the little show.
Cute. Onyx will curtsy.
Great. And as you land gently, almost pirouetting to the ground, there's a moment where you're reminded of an old story that your mother told about some tipped steel brought to a ball and how it felt like everything could spin like a top with ease. As the thought drifts, the light strikes the crystal ball at the center quite spectacularly, and everything is bathed in a prismatic light.
It's so beautiful, Lyric.
I was thinking the same thing.
Do we feel anything?
Out of character. Only just the swell in your heart that there's still moments like this. People will leave, but this can exist still in a world without them.
Oh,
And I
so we feel uplifted.
think that's our scene, if that's okay.
Nice.
Okay.
The card
Recur-
is Wing.
Wing.
Oh, wing. Wing.
Wing.
Wing.
Was your other one in courtly dress?
No, it was a display of
Oh,
wealth.
I left that one over there. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I was going to say that would be crazy. Wing. I like
Wing.
the simplicity. Some
Hum.
of these. Hum.
Wing.
Wing.
Nice.
That's all you
Okay.
need.
That
All
was
right.
Amanda's scene.
It was, yeah.
It was my scene.
Right. Which brings us back to Daddy McDeadbones.
That's me. Um, I was just deciding if we wanted an interstitial first. I am going to draw a card from my little collection.
A card from his collection.
This is my family's debt. And I think I want to see the moment where you're granted the title. So come on along, Acorn,
Aha.
to Thorn Rose Estate.
Where am I? Okay.
There's an element of strange familiarity here as this older woman sits with you, her own prosthetic arm making those sounds that are so familiar to you from your mother over the years. And it's simple. All that must happen is a little ceremony, and you will be under our house's protection as long as you wish. I'm sorry that it passed so soon to you, but
Thank you. It's we're all sorry for her loss, and I know you are as well. I thank you for all your family support through this. I was touched that so many of you were there at the riverside.
She was a glimmer for all of us, a sparkling person.
She was sparkling, wasn't she? In her own way.
I would.
No, go. Sorry. Sorry, my lady.
You may speak.
Do you? Will you be honest with me for a moment? Um. Do you want me to have this? Truly, you and your brothers and sisters and the rest of Thornrose. I know my mother was very talented, and she was a craftsperson like no other. And I'm very grateful for what you've done for my family. But I also know that I have no merits like hers. And you expected many more years of craftsmanship. So you expected the mechanical windows and the automatons in the garden to be finished, and you know I will not be able to. You could free the cottage. I'm not sure I will stay on High Lake for much longer anyways. My mother is in the rivers of Wintermount. And I know it's silly, but I think I want to be there too.
There's nothing silly about any of that. Understand that you have proven yourself at the academy many times over and would be worthy of place here regardless of your mother's fortuitous timing and skill set. It is luck that she found her way into our graces, but it is not luck by which your family stayed. And yet there is one thing I must ask you.
Yes, please, my lady.
Well, of your sibling. A glimmer, you see, can be divided.
Yes.
But it grows smaller. Two smaller beams of light held in a kind of stasis, a balance. You, by your right as a biological child and the eldest, would hold the right to the title, but you needn't hold it alone if you don't wish.
Really? I didn't know. I thought it was codified.
We write the codes, young one.
I see. Of course, of course. So it's possible to transfer it then?
To divide.
Does it have to be equal?
An interesting question. I'll consider it.
Thank you.
Perhaps you could as well. What it would mean and what you would be leaving if, well, you understand.
Yes, lady. Thank you for the consideration.
Thank you for your family service. And that's, I think, our scene.
Nice. Okay. We're gonna head to the Winterwine Estate, but interstitial.
Did you have a thought on who you want to see in an interstitial?
I actually am not sure. Did you have a thought?
Something crossed my mind.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. Let me just find it. What is his name? Flutter.
Green? No, Flutter.
Flutter.
Ooh, you want to see Flutter?
Yeah,
I think so.
Flutter.
I think this is a moment. Flutter and Stone.
All right.
We never saw it. It was only ever alluded to, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was all implied.
This was the first time. I know I can leave. Ship's always there. I'm always drifting. But you're leaving too? Just like
Well,
that?
my family's going, so yeah, just like that.
Stone, if I leave you behind, I know where to come back and find you again. You know where I come. I get in the ship. I come back to the tower. It's simple. If you leave, we can't both be moving.
I know. I know where you come. You'll find me.
Is that the joke? All right.
You're the one that said it.
I'm the one who said it. I thought I could brush past it. God damn it, Stone. This is serious.
I know.
It's
I'm sorry.
serious. I've never been with someone like you before, and it's never been serious for me. Nobody wants to be with a drifter.
I like that you're a drifter.
Yeah. How much do you like it?
I really like it.
Okay.
Why
Then
don't we talk
maybe
about this later?
I don't think I've got any more talking to do, but
Good.
maybe a nicer kind of goodbye.
Maybe.
And I think that's our scene.
Uh, I really wanted to let that go, but I was like, I don't think I can.
I'm glad that you didn't, honestly. I think it opened a door.
Cool. Oh my goodness, Stone and Flutter. What a moment.
Lem, I'm
All right.
confused by your comment.
It's
What happened?
over my head too.
Pardon? What happened?
Lem wrote, instantly muted stream, copyright infringement.
Copyright infringement.
We
Never,
infringed some
never.
copyright, folks.
What?
That's all it is. I don't know what. Sorry, Lem.
Thank you, Kate.
It is appreciated. But it's not that scene anymore.
No.
It's the scene of our dear Anthony
Yes.
at Acorn.
Okay. We are going to the winter. What's it called? Sorry, I clicked away from stuff.
The winter.
I was trying to figure if our stream had been copyright struck. Excuse me.
Wintermount, Temple of Winter.
Winter Wine.
Winter Wine Estate.
I am going to the Winter Wine Estate. And honestly, I am sharing a tradition with a character that is not any of yours. I am sharing a tradition with Lyric. And
What?
Excuse
me?
I guess, Kurt, you've mostly played Lyric. I think that's true. So I will ask you to come back and play Lyric.
Disrespect.
I don't want to do scenes with you guys.
We're this deep in now. Why not?
Wow.
All right. Set the scene.
I want you to know I brought you to the Crystal Ballroom. You only got in because of Onyx. Just remember that.
Okay, fine. Onyx is there, just so you shut up.
Shut up, Onyx.
Onyx is present.
Lurking in the shadows.
Wow, I haven't thought this all the way through. This is funny. Okay. It is back. It's another garden soiree. Just like the one where we met, really met Lyric for the first time. We are in the garden. The winter wine Nobles are about sharing their artistic talents, one by one, taking the stage in the center of the garden. Imagine like a raised gazebo, everybody clustered around, here and there in the shrubs and flower pieces, the winding walkways, watching the activity unfold in the center of the garden. We have just seen a virtuosic singing performance by Lyric's grandmother, and then a sort of like metal pipe bell performance by an uncle or somewhat, and there's been much applause. And Acorn has written her name onto the sheet. And so it is her turn. She steps forward. She's been gone for a bit of time. And so there is a fluttering of talking as she takes her stage. And she begins to dance. It is a traditional winter wine dance, a folk dance from deep in their history. A dance that no one is supposed to dance except for those of winter wine blood. And so she is making a statement, a stir, really only among the elders in the community who really know anything about it. But a gray uncle taps you on the shoulder, Onyx. You know, your sister should not be doing that.
What do you mean? Dancing?
It's a very sacred dance, not to be danced by just anybody. Does she know?
I don't think so. I don't think anyone told her.
Well, you might want to stop her.
You want me to stop her?
It might be worth it.
Me? Are you sure? You want me to do it?
It's your
Says
sister, isn't it?
Onyx.
I'm just trying to do an act of kindness.
I mean, it's my sister. Onyx adjusts their bolo tie and
Great detail.
nods to you and says, "Well, thank you for letting me know. I really appreciate it. I'll go talk to her right now."
And do you?
Onyx moves onto the dance floor, looks
Uh-huh.
at what their sister is doing,
Uh-huh.
and starts to emulate them, making full eye contact with this man the whole time. And then does the dance even bigger so that it's even more distracting.
There are now, there are shrieks as you start dancing. Very improprietous. And Lyric's grandmother grabs his ear as if he was but a child. You will take your court. You will take your lady off of the stage immediately.
I have no sway over the actions of other nobles. We are not wed. She does not bear my title. What would you have me do, Grandmama?
Whatever it takes. She's only here because of you. It's well known. Take some responsibility. Are you not to inherit the estate?
Of course.
And is
you
this
are
how an heir
correct.
behaves?
If an heir is to take their responsibility seriously, then they must make a statement about the kind of family that they are.
And what kind of family are you going to lead?
You're exactly right, Grandmama. Allow me to say no more. And
Yes,
Lyric
good.
walks up towards the center of the ballroom where you're both now dancing this dance. And Lyric falls into the same steps.
I think the
Can
crowd
I
is.
say at one point we all like link arms and kind of do a little like do-si-do round we go?
Yes.
The crowd is like now super confused because this maybe makes it better, but it is quite untraditional. No one knows what's happening. And they are only relieved when the dance stops, all three of you in a low bow to each other. And Acorn falls to her knees in the dust. Lyric,
Acorn.
I always dance the moves of the person I most want to be. Taking on the footsteps, standing in the shoes of those I admire. And Lyric, I admire you. I admire your family and their closeness. I admire your artistry, the craft with which you live life, the passion you bring to every word you say and every action you do. I stand in awe of the poise you have. You seem rarely confused, rarely unsure. You always seem to see the beauty in things. I would like to have more of that in my life. And I can only dance your dance. I cannot become you, but I could have you by my side for the days to come. Lyric winter wine. Will you marry me? And will you come with me? And I think there's like sort of like much like buzz and like ooh excitement, and then
Murmuring.
Acorn,
A roar.
a roar, and then Acorn continues. And will you come with me to Wintermount, where I make my home? And there is silence from the crowd. And there we can live together.
It is traditional that when one takes another's hand, they take their necklace and like sort of pulls off a clasp of jewelry that bears the insignia of his family and give it to the one who they will bring into their fold. But I think we'll be making our own space. And takes it in his hand and places it into his grandmother's. Walks back over to you. Well, that's settled then, isn't it? Let's go.
And Acorn stands up and plants a huge kiss on Lyric's lips. Her arms like wrapped tight around his neck, and just like taken up with joy and bliss. She like spins around and bangs the bells behind her, and two sounds ring out bright and clear over the crowd. A perfect, almost artificial, clear tone, and mixed with it in a wonderful harmony, a long, passionate sigh. And they walk out. And I'm going to give Lyric We Ring the Moon Bell.
Ooh.
The card from when we met.
I think so. Lem is actually like listening to us a long time ago.
I think so.
And so someday Lem will catch up and go, oh, I see.
Here I am.
Here I am.
What were we copyright infringing back in the day?
Lem won't hear us ask that for like 40 more minutes.
I love it. I love when people are watching and chatting in the past.
Oh, I see. He started from the beginning when he's arrived. Well, nice to see you, Lem.
I appreciate it.
Started at the bottom. Now he's not here yet.
Not here yet, but will be
someday.
in 40 minutes.
But Lem, when you get to this point, just know that we appreciate you, including your past chats that you're leaving for us. It's very delightful. Yeah, I'm
That's true.
assuming that must be from the beginning of the stream when you guys called me Chipmunk Chick.
Wasn't the beginning. I think it was when you came back.
Oh, when I came
yeah,
back.
yeah.
Yeah. So not that far. Yeah, so not that far.
But a good
But
while.
it'll be a minute.
Now we're at an interesting point because we're nearly done. Like
I
we're nearly
know.
done.
Done,
Here's your
done.
last card, right?
I have one more card. So
So, Amanda.
Can we see a little vignette before I go
Sure.
into my scene?
Of course.
What would you like to
Can we
see?
do one of the last time that Flutter and Stone saw each other?
Yeah. Yeah, we can. Where are we? And when are we?
Are we on the towers of Glowtown?
Oh, interesting.
Oh, yeah, we might be. We did go there before.
I don't
Kind of
know.
established that that could be. Where did you go when you went to meet? Was that in the Arcanium of Brass?
Yeah. Yeah,
And then you went
the
to
observing
the.
tower.
I think we're at the Observing Tower.
Nice.
Sure.
I think. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's late at night. And I think maybe Flutter is trying to see if Stone wants to come back up onto the ship.
It's so
Okay.
simple, Stone. You just have to climb up this ladder. You don't even really have to climb.
I know. No, I know. I just. I don't know, Flutter. I'm tired and
And your hip hurts, and it's been a long time traveling. I understand. And
it's
I know
not that
how
I
hard.
don't want to go up with you. It's just that I.
Well, if it's not that, then why won't you do it, Stone? Our boy's grown up now.
I know. He is. He's amazing. I know that we said that we weren't going to get attached, but it feels like we kind of did.
Yeah, Stone. That's what it's like. Because that's what happened.
I just wish that we could go back. Or I don't know, maybe I wish that things were different. I don't know.
Things could be different, Stone. Just come on.
No, I can't. I have to get back. I have to be up early to help Apricot. We're going for we're going to see maybe about relocating and
All right.
could you just stay with me here for a minute?
Stone. Yeah. You know, I've always said that nobody could get me to sit down, anchor, right? But when you ask me that, it's different. I'll stay. I'll stay. And as he comes up to you, his scent is of woods and wind and some perfumed scent that he's always managed to pick up no matter where he's traveled to. But he only wears it sometimes.
And I think that Flutter and Stone just hold hands and look out at the dusts
Yeah,
swirling in the distance.
they do.
Okay. Now Amanda has to have a real turn.
I gotta have a real scene. Oh my god. Okay, no pressure, no pressure. It's just one of the last scenes, so don't fuck it up, Amanda. Get good.
We're just having fun.
We're just no pressure. It's only been 12 sessions.
I mean, that's not that long, right?
I mean, to be fair, I am on session 30 right now of Critical Role Campaign 2. So yeah, I guess relative to, it's not that long,
Could
but
be worse.
I feel like the pressure gets higher the longer you play a game. Does anyone else feel that?
Yeah.
Where do I want to go?
I'm curious what unfinished business Onyx has to attend to. I have a suggestion for a scene that should happen, but I can stop trying to over-engineer everybody's turns.
I mean,
I know what my last card is, and I bet you don't.
That's true. He's got surprises in store. What does he have?
ooh.
Who's been card counting?
So, like, I'm kind of torn between a few ideas. There's part of me that wants to go to Glasstown. I think I can go
Glasstown?
there.
What the fuck is that? Oh yeah.
I mean, there's part of me that wants to go back to the Wandering Burrow.
I think by the letter of the law.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh, wait, what were you gonna say?
No, I'm not standing in the way of an ooh that strong. What did you see?
Oh, I want to go to the Temple of the Engine
What? Where?
in the Wandering Burrow as
It is a
well.
good
Oh,
one.
great. Yes, no, that seems fair.
I think the Temple of the Engine, I imagine it as being a place that powers all of I imagine it as a place that powers like all of the lights in the city of Winter and beyond, surrounding areas.
Whoa.
And it is an engine that is often submerged somewhere, hidden in the Wandering Burrow. But every now and then, when the Wandering Burrow resurfaces, there are people that go to do maintenance at the Temple of the Engine. There are people that go to worship the power, the guiding light of the city, something that they believe can bring illumination into their own lives. And some people go just because they want a better understanding of how this all works.
Mm-hmm.
I like that we have kind of created a world here, I think, in this game that has a little bit of whimsy and a little bit of potential supernatural mystical stuff, but for the most part is kind of grounded in reality and has this kind of I feel like it's a little steampunky. It's a little steampunky. So I'm imagining it kind of like kind of a steampunk sort of temple. And that's kind of what the engine is like in terms of the technology that we're seeing. But there's also parts of it that just don't really fully make sense. And I think if you're to go there, if you're not someone that works at the Temple of the Engine and goes there regularly, there are elements of it that are very hard to understand for common people as to how this really works, to the point that it feels borderline magical, but it is really technology at work. It's just how deeply do you understand what's going on around you? Onyx has gone here with a specific purpose. And I think I will give a card. I wanna share a tradition.
Ooh, okay.
So Acorn, will you come with
Nice.
me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is Acorn here?
I actually don't know which card I'm gonna give you, but I think we're gonna find out in the scene, so that's fine. I can pick it after.
Bear in mind,
that
this can
allowed?
be before the great declarative sunset of Acorn's own story.
Yeah, before the proposal?
Yeah.
Yeah, could be. I think that Onyx really wanted to see the Temple of the Engine and wants to show you something there.
Okay. Nice.
But they won't tell you what it is. This is like, you've been trying to maybe get this out of Onyx for a while, of like, but what exactly do you need to show me? And Onyx is like, I'll know when I get there. I'll know when I get there. I can't tell you before because I don't know what I'm going to show you.
Acorn has lived with Onyx for a long time now, and this does not surprise her. And as we walk up to the Temple of the Engine, her hand is in the back of your head, running through the curls that make up your unruly mop of hair. This place is incredible.
Yeah. I can't believe it powers, like, I can't believe that it's this big.
What I don't understand is why you would put the power plant for the entire city in a piece of the city that wanders all over. It seems deeply impractical. Why wouldn't you just put
Well,
it in one place?
I think the Wandering Burrow is kind of a secret place. Like you want people to go, but you don't want them to know where it is.
Okay.
You want people to go, but only the people that need to go there when they need to. So I've been exploring it for a while and wondering. And something that I've noticed with all the people that come here is they all seem to be here for a reason. And
Okay.
anytime I've come here with anyone, I don't know. I guess I've learned things. Like, I feel like who I am as a person is connected to this place.
Now that I think about it, you kind of are a wandering burrow, aren't you, Onyx? Very similar. You sort of come and go, and at least from
I
the
guess.
outside, there isn't much reason to any of it. And everyone's always confused when you arrive and confused when you leave, and asking you about it rarely makes it any clearer. But just like the wandering burrow, you seem like the most interesting part of what's going on around you.
Well, thanks, I guess, says Onyx. And they put their hands in their their pockets, and they take you to a little back area. Instead of going through the front of the temple, I think Onyx takes you around to the back, and you find a panel that is open. And Onyx ushers you through, and you step through the gears all around you. You are now inside the engine.
I hesitate to ask Onyx, but are we supposed to be here?
I don't know if anyone's supposed to be anywhere, but probably not. No, I don't think so. We should have gone in through the front way, but I've been looking around here for a bit and I'm trying to find something specific. And I thought maybe you might be able to see it. Like, do you see anything in here? Anything that seems like it could use something. Like it needs a spark. Are there any lights that are out? Do you see any lights that are out? And Onyx starts looking around.
Acorn shakes her head. I always think I'm going to be good at this whole onyxing around the world thing, and every time I just feel like I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. I don't think I see any lights.
There are blinking lights all around you. There are gears whirring. There are things whistling.
I mean, this gear's not moving. Is that what you're looking for?
This gear's not moving.
Yeah, it's just completely still.
Onyx comes over.
Or maybe it's moving very slowly. Sorry.
I'm listening to the gears.
Oh, okay.
You're right. This one's not moving. And under here, this light, it's blue. I don't know what that means. But I think this is it. Okay. We have to do this together, though, this next part.
Okay.
I mean, you already did that part, so good job.
Thank you.
And
What are we
Onyx,
doing?
we're fixing it.
Okay.
The city so that when we move through it, we can be connected. Whether we're somewhere else or in the same spot. Whether we're together or we're not together.
So by fixing the city, you and I are somehow going to become connected by
Well,
the
not
city.
just you and I, the whole city.
Oh. Is that broken right now?
Yeah, I think it is.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't realize it until Mom died.
What do you mean?
Well, that there was this split down the middle.
Of the city? Or of you, Onyx?
Yeah, of both, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think that there's a part of me that is so separate. There's a part of me that's so far away, and I think about the city and I think about all of these places we can go, but how far things are. And I think about, our friends when we were in the drift, our
Yeah.
friends in the Holy Well. And do you remember? I think about, I don't know, people that I know through Mom, but I don't know them. Maybe I could get to know them if we could fix it.
Who are you thinking of?
I guess just our family, our people.
Yeah.
I've never really had a people.
Yeah. Seems
So-
nice to have people.
I think it would be. But I brought this. This was something that I got with Mom when we were here. And I think I finally found where it goes. Can you see if this fits? And Onyx brings out the piece that they got at the Giving Bazaar, this mechanical part.
Well, I mean, there's a space down here. There's actually
Let me
seems
see.
like something's been disconnected, right? There's a gap right here.
Yeah. I think this normally goes this way, but for some reason I feel like that's how it was supposed to be. And Onyx flips the piece over in their hand and inverts it one more time and hands it partly to you and says, Can we fix it together?
Okay, Onyx. Together.
Okay. And I think they put the piece in, and there's a little click and a little and steam comes out of it. And then a red light starts blinking. And then a little starts.
I'm not sure
And
we've...
then it stops. And the piece seems to start moving. And everything seems to be moving in rhythm. And the blue light turns white, and all the lights are blinking in sync, where they were all blinking at different intervals.
How did you know how to do that?
I don't know. I just listen to the city, I guess. Yeah. I like talking to the city sometimes.
Well, it's... I think it's lucky to have you, Onyx. You think we should get out of here? We might actually not be allowed here.
Yeah, we should probably get out of here. I don't think we actually are allowed here,
Okay,
so
let's
we
go.
should go.
Let's go.
And I will give you why we braid our hair.
Oh. Surprise, I think.
I was kind of thinking that was going to be the one I was going to pass off back to you, but I wasn't sure. But I think that scene, that's what it's about. This idea of connecting everyone.
Nice. I like that I unknowingly touched your hair at the beginning of this scene.
You did.
Well, it's just about to be Kurt's turn, and he has one card left, but there is time for an interstitial in case anybody has an idea. I, in fact, have an idea.
I see. Well then.
I mean, unless you have an idea. It's right before your last scene.
No, go
No?
for it.
I want to go back to the very beginning, and I know we thought we did that before, but
Yeah.
yeah, I want to hear from the character that we have never gotten to hear from. Rye is outside with Stone, watching her. She's so young and keeps tumbling in the grass. And inside the cottage, up on the ridge above the rivers in the Riverlands, Saffron and Sweetgrass are sitting. Saffron is braiding Sweetgrass's hair. Does anybody want to be Sweetgrass for me?
It can be Sweetgrass.
She's so cute.
She is.
Are you feeling better?
I feel tired, but otherwise, I feel pretty good.
I thought you were coughing last night.
Yeah, I think I was. I think I'm starting to feel better. I'm sure in a few days I'll be fine. It's just surprisingly intense. I don't think I've ever, but I mean, it happens.
Ooh, did we lose Kurt?
Where did Kurt go?
Hmm. Let's see. Kurt says. Okay, he's coming back. He's coming back.
I'm Kurt now.
Yeah, now you are in the Kurt screen. I don't have any other overlays, so it's got to be. You know, Rye's getting pretty serious about Stone, you know, taking on the mantle for the village. She says that the stars are clear. It's
Are you
got to be her.
nervous?
Yes, I'm nervous, Sweetgrass. I'm. I don't.
I
I don't know how to
otherwise you
raise.
wouldn't be bringing it up.
Yes, yes. I'm not like you. I'm
What are you
nervous.
so worried about, my love?
I've never raised a kid before, and I've certainly never raised a future leader of the village, grand, wise person, elder. I don't know anything.
You know so many things. That is so not true.
I mean,
And
I
you
know
won't
how
be
to
alone.
forage.
I'll be raising her with you. We'll do it together.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We will, and I trust you.
And I trust you.
Okay. Well, together then, probably won't be so bad.
It will be wonderful. I know it. Even when it is bad, it will be wonderful. And don't think of it like we're raising her to be this leader. Just think of it that we're raising her to be this person.
Yeah. Okay. Seems right. Oh, I think she's calling for you. Okay, I'm done this braid. Go, 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 go.
Okay. All right. Stone, my sweet little Stone, where are you hiding?
And he watches them as they run after each other in the field, leaning against the door frame of the cottage. Hey, Kurt, you there?
Like nominally,
Huh.
not my face.
What happened to your face?
What a
Whoa.
great
Welcome back.
question. Oh, okay, yeah, no, the computer just full on blue screened.
Whoa.
I'm gonna watch
Oh.
that back just so that you know.
You know, Saffron and Sweetgrass, they're talking about how they're going to raise their daughter together, and it's all going to be all right.
It's all gonna be all right. And Sweetgrass is gonna be fine. And they're gonna raise their daughter together. Don't worry about her being a leader. Just worry about her being a person and make her a good person. And then the leading stuff, that'll just come organically.
Man. Yeah. I was gonna make that happen if you didn't, so I'm really glad that you did.
And we have paved the way, Kurt, and your computer is working.
That it is.
You can have a scene now. Are you ready?
Yes. You have both been left a letter. One letter addressed jointly. She's just passed. It opens with a song you've heard her sing before. An old one. Sung across the whole region, really, but well, there's no harm in an old song. Down the river travel oxen. Down the slopes travel the sleds. Through the skies there glide the airships, stopping only for warm beds. Past the glass there lies a city, cast in moonlight like a jewel. And while stone always rests beneath us, time will turn us all to fools. But that's enough old songs. My children, I have loved you so much. I spent my life in the lucky glimmer of a family that loved me. Some people passed through my life like a seed on the breeze. Some stayed with me until I was laid into the earth. I can't give you advice anymore, but I know one thing. I was always moving, and there were always people to find me, people to care when I got where I was going. Find your heart, and you'll find your home, laid in stone or wild and free. There was always Apricot. And so I will lay my last card on the table, free and wild.
Wow.
And that, folks, is the end of our campaign of City of Winter.
Free and wild. I don't even remember when we got that. That's crazy.
It's from Blue, actually, which is kind of nice.
What? That's from Blue?
Yeah.
It's from Blue.
Yeah, it's when Apricot and Blue met recently.
Oh,
That's it. That's the campaign. Thank you all for joining us on that little adventure. Kurt, is there anything that happens at the end of the game? The part of the rules that I never read?
I think when the campaign's over, it's just time. But I will double check for diligence, and
there's
because
no like after the game is over, do we like talk about the trauma? Do we
Is there any aftercare? I found the part for ending a campaign here. I could.
City of Winter does not have a pre-planned end goal. The stories of our characters end when they die, but the story of our family can continue for as long as we wish to explore it. When the group is ready for the campaign to end, open up the river scroll and remember our family's journey as part of the closing reflection after the last session. And our closing reflection is this. At the end of a session, there's a few things that we can do. We can give out little flowers to those who we want to honor, that we think did really special or interesting things over the course of play. We can talk about our sessions. I should pull up the actual. We rarely have gone through the full ending process, but
We always skip our closing reflections.
yes, is the first time it felt too good to do a moment of silence.
Yeah.
So we'll go around the circle, and everyone can reflect on their experience, maybe share a moment you enjoyed, how you're feeling right now, appreciation of another player, something you found challenging or difficult, or a moment of silence.
I know Kurt wants us to have a moment of silence again, just to kind of bring it full circle, but I like talking too much, so haha. Oh, I don't know what I'm so happy.
What can you say? It was a really special campaign for me. I've really enjoyed all of our longer form play, but this one, wow, yeah. This one was just a big lift.
I think
yeah.
it was. I'm really sad that it's over.
What are you mourning most, Amanda?
I don't know, just like everything. Just like I loved this world. I love these characters. And I know they're fictional characters, but I'm like, I don't know, it feels weird because like we saw characters' stories fully through. So when you don't finish a character's story, it's like I'm worried for the characters.
Hmm.
Even though I know they're fine because they're just where we left them. There's not like they're gonna go live lives separate from us. We created them.
I think
So
we
I know
could
that doesn't make
do,
any sense, but I'm like, I'm just sad about everything.
if you wanted to, we could do just a slightly better job of giving closure to, say, Onyx, if you wanted to tell us about what you think happens to Onyx later.
No, I kind of like it where it is. I like where we left it. I think everyone will be okay in the end because I think everyone was okay in the end.
Yeah.
Even though they went through a lot of stuff. I think that's the beautiful thing about this game is that it kind of puts you through the ringer, but there's also so much beauty in the world. It's like just a reminder of, yeah, like life is gonna like eat you up and chew you and spit you out. But like in the end, you're gonna be okay because you're gonna be where you need to be and like life keeps going, traditions keep going. I really loved the moment actually where we were at the winter wine states
Hmm.
in your scene, Anthony,
Hmm.
and we went dancing and then you broke the tradition and then we all committed playing our individual characters to like ending, like kind of challenging the tradition
Hmm.
because it was like a sign to me that we had really come full circle with this idea of like how do we carefully preserve everything. And so maybe it isn't so sad that we lose traditions along the way because part of that is like the evolution of who we are as individuals, who we are as a collective, and this idea of like letting go of the stuff that no longer has meaning to us. In a way, there is like a beauty to almost abandoning it when it's a choice, especially.
Yeah, that's cool. I really like that. I hadn't thought about that as a scene that represented like a iconoclastic approach to tradition of breaking things and making them our own. That's cool. It's cool. I was just realizing as we, as Apricot passed in this session, I was realizing how good this story is as like if you have to choose somebody who the story is about, I think it's really nice to choose it as Apricot's story. Because like Apricot shows up pretty early on, all things considered, in this story as a kid, and then like sees us through most of it, and I like that like when she showed up, it was like, oh, this person's like not in the family, quote unquote, right? We picked her up along the way, and she had lots of other story from another life that was kind of entering the story. But then I thought it was such a good, so great to have this story about family be about somebody who was accepted in and brought into it. Because then the family kept being kind of a cluster of people brought in from elsewhere. So it did a very good job of establishing what it meant to be in this family. And then so nice and full circle to end on her letter to her children as kind of the centerpiece of our story.
Yeah, it felt right to do it. And I don't know, every stage of this felt right, and that's special, right? I didn't know how shift play would shift after the urgent like threat
Yeah,
went away. It's funny to think how that shifted, but the drama and the immediacy and the humanity all stayed.
yeah. Because the beginning of the game felt really like, like there was always destruction implicit in every scene. Like you knew that it was going to go away, um, which really like drove the scene forward, drove the story forward. But somehow, I don't know, it didn't feel like we lost momentum as we came to the city of winter. Kate, thank
Thanks,
you.
Thank you
Kate.
for the gifted sub.
Nice, and I'm so glad it went to Otto. What a great recipient.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can say
Great.
raid.
Which is yet
Right.
just what is that if not a tradition that
It
everyone
is.
partakes in when they show up? Couple words of thanks of my own.
Yeah.
Thank you to my co-players, of course, who are always a dazzling delight, unpredictable, but so clever and fun And also thank you to the whole team at Heart of the Deer and Acorn who have been generous in the way that they've engaged with our unproduction throughout our play here. We might end up showing up on some of their socials and interviews once we're done here. If we do, we'll let you folks know if you're curious for us to break down like our experiences or to hear from what we thought. I don't know what they'll be asking us, but that is a possibility for the future. In the meantime, yeah, thank you everyone for joining us. Anyone who's been watching just today or the whole time, we're happy to have had you for whatever part of it you chose to spend with us. So thank you to all of those people. Lucky we get to do this at all.
Yeah. And thank you for the game. Like, just what a gift to us.
It was such a gift. It
And
made
thank
me
you.
like think about so many things in life.
Kurt, thank you for facilitating, for setting everything up for us.
Of course.
Kurt deserves lots of thanks that we only rarely
Thank
give
you,
them
Anthony,
sort of
for
sporadically.
also producing this stream.
Oh yeah, I do
each
click the
week.
buttons.
You do. You even type
click
the
those
things.
buttons. You type the things, you click the buttons. Yeah, thank you so much to everyone that's watched and supported. And I'm so glad that everyone had a good, sad time with us.
Yeah,
with it.
thanks. Thanks for being sad with us.
Locke, thank you as well for your beautiful message. So lovely.
Now, of course, it might be worth saying this sounds like goodbyes, but we all know it's not because we're going to come back with a whole host of one-shots in our next batch of them for the 2026 RPG season. Let's go.
I am excited. It has been so fun to be these characters, but now we get to be all sorts of things. So yes.
Now we're going to do something totally different. So
get
ready for that. And this campaign will be here if you ever want to come back to it. If you ever want to ride the ride of all of this. I thought I honestly might go back and rewatch this one at some point.
Nice. Only a quick 36 hours.
It's not bad, you know? Not bad considering. It's a short campaign relative to some others. So 36 hours, not bad. A few seasons of a show, really. We lived many lives in 36 hours. Still mourning Saffron, Mikey. Fair.
Yeah, me too.
I don't think we'll ever get over Saffron.
Is there anything else that anybody wants to let people know about before we sign off?
Well, I guess now's the question classic. Amanda, do you have anything you want to plug?
I will be streaming on Friday, doing a Marvel Rivals stream. Not in a different I have so many Marvel cosplays at this point. I'm going to be doing that with some really amazing content creators. Ash versus Evil Bread, Terran Rogue, Lena 58, Annie 1-2. Am I remembering everyone? I feel like I'm forgetting. I keep feeling like I'm forgetting someone. Who am I forgetting? Who is it? Is that 5 people?
I wasn't counting. Sorry, Amanda.
I might be forgetting one person. Oh, Khaleesi, probably. I think it's Khaleesi is going to be joining us as well. The Khaleesi, my twin. My sister from another Mista. No other streams this week, Amanda. There might be some more. Stay tuned. I still need to put my schedule together. I have my book club on Patreon tomorrow for Interview with a Vampire for people that are going to be on for that stream. That's at 7. And there'll be another stream over on The Blue Place that will just be a little ASMR cosplay stream, which should be very relaxing and nice. And yeah, there might be some other streams in the week, but I just need to figure out my schedule. So stay tuned. Also, there'll be new videos on my YouTube channel. Vampire Lestat today, probably House of the Dragon tomorrow. I got to film that after this. And that's all I got.
Nice.
There you go.
Right. Go hang out with Amanda.
Come hang out with me. But also, what about you guys? Do you have anything you want to plug?
Got anything, Kurt?
No, not at
No.
all.
No. All right. Well,
No?
then, thank you everybody for joining us on these 12 episodes. I think a lot of you have been here for many of them of City of Winter. Absolute highlight of my year so far. Brought me a lot of joy. So thanks for coming along with us. And we will see you probably next week. I think, right? Is that all right, Amanda? We know you're not gone yet. I think probably next week. Yeah.
I don't know, but I think
Never
I should be
mind.
around.
At
Probably
least
Yeah, I
some
think
of us will
Next
see you
week
next week.
should be
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I
See
think
you next
so.
week for new games, new explorations, new stories. We will see you then. Thanks for joining us. Good night.